we're Eliza and Eric Roberts. Be veg, go green.
To save the planet.
All of us are watching the world's best television network on the planet, which is operated and hosted by Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Hi, I'm Madison Pettis. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
Hey, it's Jordan Belfi, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hanratty. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
I'm Lisa Bloom from CNN and CBS News. Thank you so much for all the great work you're doing. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
Hey, this is Jimmy Jean-Louis from Heroes. Be veg, go green, and save the world.
Hey, it's Josh Moore, and you guys should be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, my name is Avian Baker. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Olden Parnes, former NBA player. Help the planet. No more meat.
Hi, I'm Danny Thorne. You know what I say? I say, be veg, go green, and save the planet.
I'm Stephanie Scott. I'm Bella Thorne. Be veg, go green, save the planet. Woohoo!
Mabuhay, long life, good health.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies and generous earth, all of which house, nourish and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our earth home.
วันนี้เป็นวันที่ดี means today is a good day in Thai. I'm Tayana, enjoys Bangkok. Amazing Thailand would simply love to put our arms around you and say, you're the best company we have on earth. Thank you.
Ողջույններ Հայաստանի խաղաղասեր ժողովրդից. Means greetings from the peace-loving people of Armenia. I am Margarita from the artistic city of Yerevan. God-worshipping Armenia thanks all the peacemakers, for there can be no end to the benefits derived from peace. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online connect at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, United Nations entity praises Turkey for supporting refugees. China protects wildlife in Africa. Australian innovators develop vertical farming technology. Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. And young people saves family from fire. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
From July 23 to July 26, catastrophic wildfires engulfed seaside Greek villages near Athens. Fueled by high temperatures and gale force winds, they quickly spread, taking the lives of 92 people, with 25 missing and over 180 injured. Almost 1,000 homes were destroyed. Locals had no time to flee, and many were forced into the sea to survive. The government has evacuated and rescued hundreds and pledged 20 million euros to address the immediate needs of the people. Greece has also received financial and material assistance from around the world. Upon hearing of the tragic fires, Supreme Master Qinghai immediately contributed $30,000 in relief funds and instructed our association members to render aid and bring comfort to those affected. Our relief team from Munich, Germany, arrived on July 29 and joined Greek members of our association.
We quickly bought necessary supplies for the victims of the fire, including vegan food, baby diapers, and cleaning products, and distributed where we could. Many families are taking shelter with other families and in hotels. Our team is in contact with the coordination committee in Marathonas, near one of the worst hit towns of Mari, and they have given us a list of items needed, especially tools. On July 31st, with the help of kind volunteer drivers, we went to hardware stores and bought shovels, racks, gloves, energized charcoal masks, hoses, rubber buckets to carry debris, and mops. Also, we ordered more tools from one of the hardware stores, which will be delivered to the Center for Fire Victims in Marathonas, where we bought the other tools we purchased to be stored and given out as needed. We talked with 2 young volunteers helping in the fire relief effort.
Χάνεις γνωστούς και σκέφτεσαι ότι αυτούς τους είχα δίπλα μου. Μιλάγαμε και αυτός τώρα ή δεν έχει μάνα, πατέρα ή δεν υπάρχει ο ίδιος ή έχασε σπίτι. Μόνο, δηλαδή, σε κάνει να συνειδητοποιήσεις πόσο ασήμαντα είναι τα υλικά αγαθά και να σκεφτείς πόσο σημασία έχει η φιλία, η οικογένεια, η ανθρωπιά. Είναι
σε όλη την Ελλάδα
συγκινητική η υποστήριξη ανθρώπων που δεν έχουν να κάνουν καμία σχέση με την περιοχή, που έρχονται από όλες τις πόλεις της Ελλάδας, που
στέλνουν πράγματα, που δίνουν αίμα
παντού από τον κόσμο, μέχρι και από την Αμερική, μέχρι και από την Ιαπωνία, από το Βιετνάμ, που έρχονται εδώ και βοηθάνε μόνο και μόνο γιατί είμαστε άνθρωποι.
Master shed tears hearing this, seeing that all races are getting closer to each other in spirit every day, and that compassion is awakened more and more within people's hearts. Our deep gratitude to Master for her generous assistance and blessings during this ongoing relief effort. Many thanks to the citizens, volunteers, and all providing care and aid, and much love and prayers for all those who have been affected by the fires. May you have a quick recovery and rebuilding of homes and lives, and may heaven bless you with much comfort and courage.
Supreme Master Qinghai is
indigenous communities in Ecuador dedicated to safeguarding their native home. After living in the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador for thousands of years, the indigenous Waorani have an incredible breadth of knowledge of the forest and the healing properties of the various plants and trees. Now they are sharing what they know with the outside world, thanks to an interactive mapping project carried out with the help of United States-based non-governmental organizations, Amazon Frontlines and Digital Democracy. With the surveying conducted by the Waorani communities themselves, the map includes locations of ancestral significance, sacred areas, medicinal plants, and habitats of rare animals. The Waorani explained that conventional maps of their territory erroneously depicted as empty, and they hope that their map will help to protect their forest home from environmental degradation through oil drilling. They have inaugurated a global petition to gain support in preserving the rich biodiversity of their territories. We are deeply touched by your love of your homeland, indigenous Waorani friends, and your dedication to conserving it. May your idyllic Amazon forest home be forever safe in the blessings of the Providence.
Innovators from Australia design automated vertical farming technology. Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, the owners of Vertical Farm Systems in Queensland, Australia, have developed a high-tech system of growing green leafy vegetables and herbs indoors on multiple levels. The automated technology grows plants within a climate cell, where light, water, humidity, and temperature are regulated by a computer. A system with 3 climate cells can produce about 500 kilograms of greens per week, 52 weeks a year. Mr. Thompson stated, "We basically go from seed to harvest of green leafy vegetables, salad greens, herbs inside about a 28-day period. Such a clever invention for growing nutritious greens, and very useful for countries where the natural environments are not suitable for growing vegetables." Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, thank you for your ingenuity. May humanity benefit with an abundance of constructive creations such as yours.
Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. Singaporean energy utilities provider SP Group recently announced plans to construct a total of 500 electric vehicle or EV charging stations at commercial areas, residential centers, shopping malls, and industrial sites by 2020. Of these stations, over 100 of them will be of the fast charging type that will allow an EV to fully charge in 30 minutes. An electricity retailer, Red Dot Power, also plans to collaborate with Finnish company Plug IT to install 50 or more charging stations by 2019. This is fantastic news, Singapore. May more electric vehicles be seen on the road in countries around the world.
Coming up, non-profit in Madagascar promotes leadership skills and self-confidence. We pause now and say a prayer for the compassionate politicians who protect the rights of animals. We'll be right back with more harmonious news here on Supreme Master Television.
Organic Vegan, the planet cooling solution. According to the latest reports, more than 51% of the greenhouse gases that heat up the planet are from the animal industry. So if we stop it, the planet cools off by at least more than half. By using all the world's tillable land to cultivate organic vegetables and fruits instead, we eliminate a further 40% of the CO2. Plus, save $32 trillion in climate mitigation costs. Save millions of climate refugees each year. Save lives lost through disasters. Save many island nations from sinking. Save oceans from acidification and dead zones. Save glaciers, lakes, and rivers from dying. Save nations from desertification. Save the lungs of the earth from deforestation. Save over 1 billion world citizens, including children, from hunger.
All that I am comes from you. Every moment that I choose, good over bad in your eyes.
Restore the health of the world's citizens.
for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Are we short of water? One serving of beef uses over 1,200 gallons of water. One serving of chicken uses 330 gallons of water. One complete vegan meal with tofu, rice, and vegetables uses only 98 gallons of water. Be veg, go green.
Are we short of food?
How many people in the world are hungry? $1.02 billion people.
Grain currently fed to livestock is enough to feed 2 billion people.
And I said already 80% of it will be cut almost immediately. And we can see the result in a few weeks. Because if you don't keep breeding more animals, then there are less methane. And if we don't eat meat, then there's no transportation necessary for it. And much less fuel needed. And all these people can be trained to do something else. And there will be less hunger because we will use the agricultural products, cereals, to feed humans instead of feeding more bred animals in the future. So we don't have hunger anymore. And there will be no more war because of hunger. So the effect is immense. Keep multiplying it, and then you know what I mean.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free to download at crisistopeace.org.
Wake up and behold, rivers and mountains untold, burnt forest, eroded hills, desiccated streams, ready to the poor souls calling the end of all dreams. Your agony, for the tears I plead, I beseech, O infinite Buddhas, the gods, the angels, deliver a soul straying from the true path, wandering in the endless cycle of suffering ahead.
Oh brother, wake up at once, proudly walk upon great seas and rivers. Look straight at the flaming sun and vow sacrifice to save all on the earth. Oh, sister, wake up!
The master Confucius said, "When the year becomes cold, then we know how the pine and the cypress are the last to lose their leaves." Please stay with us for Confucian Analects.
Today's program will be presented in Chinese with subtitles in Arabic. Aulassis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Persian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. 欢迎友善的观众，我是嘉玲，来自台湾屏东，台湾又称福尔摩沙，开朗的台湾民众，献给您纯然的喜悦。今天的节目《儒家盛典·论语》第9、11、14章2集之一，介绍孔子的道德思想。孔子是中国开悟的大名师，
即哲学家。西元前551年，他出生于鲁国，位于现今中国山东省曲阜县。孔子在世时，周游列国，造访中国境内许多国家，阐述他的思想学说。这些学说后来变成儒学的基本要义，也就是仁、义、礼、智、信。孔子在世时便以自身的道德典范与仁政思想影响了无数人。孔子一生奉献于教育工作，不论学生出身贵贱，只要有志于学，孔子都乐于教诲。他博大精深的学说不仅流传了几千年，也被认为是中华文化的基础。现在为您介绍至圣孔子的智慧，播出一段《论语节录》。第9篇，子罕言厉，与命与仁。达向党人曰：大哉孔子！博学而无所成名。子绝嗣，无义无弊，无故无我。子谓于匡曰：文王寂寞，文不在兹乎？天之将丧斯文也，后死者不得欲于斯文也。天之未丧斯文也，匡人其如与何？太宰问于子贡曰：夫子圣者于？何其多能也？子贡曰：故天纵之将胜，又多能也。子闻之曰：太宰知我乎？吾少也见，故多能比视。君子多乎哉？不多也。劳曰：子云：吾不是，故易。子曰：吾有知乎哉？吾知也。有彼夫问于我，空空如也。我扣其两端而结焉。子曰：凤鸟不至，何不出图？吾已矣夫。子见资摧者，免衣裳者，与古者。见之，虽少必作；过之，必趋。颜渊喟然叹曰：仰之弥高，钻之弥坚，瞻之在前，呼焉在后。夫子循循然，善诱人。博我以文，约我以礼。欲罢不能，既竭无才。如有所立左耳，虽欲从之，莫有也矣。子疾病，子路使门人为臣，并兼曰：久矣哉！由之行诈也。无臣而为有臣，无谁欺？欺天乎！且欲其死于臣之手也，吾宁死于二三子之手乎？且与纵不得大葬，欲死于道路乎？子贡曰：有美玉于斯，运毒而藏诸？求善价而沽诸？子曰：孤之哉，孤之哉！ 我待驾者也。子欲居九夷，或曰：陋如之何？子曰：君子居之，何陋之有？子曰：吾自谓反鲁，然后乐正、雅颂，各得其所。子曰：出则事公卿，入则事父兄。丧事不敢不眠，不为久困，何有于我哉？子在川上曰：逝者如斯夫，不舍昼夜。子曰：吾未见好德如好色者也。子曰：譬如围山，未成一篑，止无止也。譬如平地，虽覆一篑，尽无往也。子曰：欲之而不惰者，其回也与？子谓颜渊曰：惜乎！吾见其进也，吾未见其止也。子曰：苗而不秀者，有以夫；秀而不实者，有以夫。子曰：后生可畏，焉知来者之不如今也？子曰：法语之言，能无从乎？改之为贵。训语之言，能无悦乎？义之为贵。悦而不义，从而不改，吾莫如之何也已矣。子曰：主忠信，无有不如己者。过则勿惮改。子曰：三军可夺帅也，匹夫不可夺志也。子路终身诵之。子曰：是道也，何足以臧？子曰：岁寒，然后知松柏之后凋也。子曰：智者不惑，仁者不忧，勇者不惧。子曰：可与共学，未可与士道；可与士道，未可与利；可与利，未可与权。堂棣之花，偏其反而，岂不尔思？事事远而。子曰：谓之思也，夫何远之有？第11章，记录问是鬼神。子曰：未能是人，焉能是鬼？敢问死。曰：未知生，焉知死？子贡问：师与商也，孰贤？子曰：师也过，商也不及。曰：然则斯欲与？子曰：过犹不及。子张问善人之道。子曰：不见机，亦不入于事。子曰：论笃是愚，君直者乎？色庄者乎？子路问：文思行诸？子曰：有父兄在，孺子何其文思行之？冉有问：文思行诸？子曰：文思行之。公西华曰：有也问：文思行诸？子曰：有父兄在。求也问：文思行诸？子曰：文思 行之。是也惑，敢问。子曰：求也退，故进之；有也兼人，故退之。感谢您观赏智慧之语节目《儒家盛典·论语》第9、11、14章2集之一。下周一请继续收看第2集《儒家盛典·论语摘录》。请锁定无上师电视台，接着播出
茹素的足球运动员。
赢得人生的比赛2集之2，愿人人奉行高尚的生活。Thank you for watching our program titled From the Sacred Confucian Analects, Chapters 9, 11, and 14, Part 1 of 2. Here on Words of Wisdom. Join us again next Monday for Part 2 of the Sacred Confucian Analects. Now, please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is Brand-Powered Footballers Winning the Game of Life, Part 2 of 2. May we all live the life of a noble person. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/WOW.
What is the promising future recorded in the New Testament of the Holy Bible? Who is the Messiah that will come according to the Dead Sea Scrolls? And much more. Tune in for our series on ancient predictions about our planet. Sunday, August 5th on Supreme Master Television. We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies and generous earth, all of which house, nourish and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our earth home.
"วันนี้เป็นวันที่ดี" means today is a good day in Thai. I'm Tayana in Joyous Bangkok. Amazing Thailand would simply love to put our arms around you and say, you're the best company we have on earth. Thank you.
Ողջույններ Հայաստանի խաղաղասեր ժողովրդից. Means greetings from the peace-loving people of Armenia. I am Margarita from the artistic city of Yerevan. God-worshipping Armenia thanks all the peacemakers, for there can be no end to the benefits derived from peace. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, United Nations entity praises Turkey for supporting refugees. China protects wildlife in Africa. Australian innovators develop vertical farming technology. Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. And young people saves family from fire. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
From July 23 to July 26, catastrophic wildfires engulfed seaside Greek villages near Athens. Fueled by high temperatures and gale force winds, they quickly spread, taking the lives of 92 people, with 25 missing and over 180 injured. Almost 1,000 homes were destroyed. Locals had no time to flee, and many were forced into the sea to survive. The government has evacuated and rescued hundreds and pledged 20 million euros to address the immediate needs of the people. Greece has also received financial and material assistance from around the world. Upon hearing of the tragic fires, Supreme Master Qinghai immediately contributed $30,000 in relief funds and instructed our association members to render aid and bring comfort to those affected. Our relief team from Munich, Germany, arrived on July 29 and joined Greek members of our association.
We quickly bought necessary supplies for the victims of the fire, including vegan food, baby diapers, and cleaning products, and distributed where we could. Many families are taking shelter with other families and in hotels. Our team is in contact with a coordination committee in Marathonas, near one of the worst-hit towns of Mari, and they have given us a list of items needed, especially tools. On July 31st, with the help of kind volunteer drivers, we went to hardware stores and bought shovels, racks, gloves, energized charcoal masks, hoses, rubber buckets to carry debris, and mops. Also, we ordered more tools from one of the hardware stores, which will be delivered to the Center for Fire Victims in Marathonas, where we bought the other tools we purchased to be stored and given out as needed. We talked with 2 young volunteers helping in the fire relief effort.
Χάνεις γνωστούς και σκέφτεσαι ότι αυτούς τους είχα δίπλα μου. Μιλάγαμε και αυτός τώρα ή δεν έχει μάνα, πατέρα ή δεν υπάρχει ο ίδιος ή έχασε σπίτι. Μόνο, δηλαδή, σε κάνει να συνειδητοποιήσεις πόσο ασήμαντα είναι τα υλικά αγαθά και να σκεφτείς πόσο σημασία έχει η φιλία, η οικογένεια, η ανθρωπιά είναι σε όλη την Ελλάδα συγκινητική, η υποστήριξη ανθρώπων που δεν έχουν να κάνουν καμία σχέση με την περιοχή, που έρχονται από όλες τις πόλεις της Ελλάδας, που έρχονται πράγματα, που δίνουν αίμα παντού από τον κόσμο, μέχρι και από την Αμερική, μέχρι και από την Ιαπωνία, από το Βιετνάμ, που έρχονται εδώ και βοηθάνε μόνο και μόνο γιατί είμαστε άνθρωποι.
Master shed tears hearing this, seeing that all races are getting closer to each other in spirit every day, and that compassion is awakened more and more within people's hearts. Our deep gratitude to Master for her generous assistance and blessings during this ongoing relief effort. Many thanks to the citizens, volunteers, and all providing care and aid, and much love and prayers for all those who have been affected by the fires. May you have a quick recovery and rebuilding of homes and lives, and may heaven bless you with much comfort and courage.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
Supreme Master Ching Hai wants to convey this message of gratitude to all governments, organizations, and relief workers from every corner of the world. Thank you, all the international and national help that brings care and necessities to afflicted victims and the needy. Thank you, all the relief workers, for taking time and forsaking your own comfort, even traveling great distance on unfavorable roads and conditions to bring love and assistance to people in time of need. May heaven bless you abundantly for your generosity and noble sacrifice.
Turkey leads the world in welcoming refugees. Turkey is hosting more refugees than any other country for the fourth consecutive year. According to the European Union, 3.9 million refugees are currently living in Turkey. Earlier this year, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, His Excellency Filippo Grandi, praised Turkey and called for more support from the international community. He said, "As a host to more refugees than many of the world's major economies combined, the international community must do its part to support Turkey's continuing generosity. We send our love, caring Turkish leaders and your nation's kind-hearted citizens. You are all truly amazing. May all refugees be blessed with stable homes and a prosperous future in a harmonious world. And may Allah return your generosity multifold."
China strengthens wildlife conservation in Africa. During the 2018 China-Africa Wildlife Conservation Cooperation Conference, in the South African city of Johannesburg, China pledged to increase its efforts in addressing illegal wildlife trade, which threatens many endangered species in the African continent. Highlighting his country's strong policy following a ban on the ivory trade on January 1st, Chinese ambassador to South Africa, His Excellency Lin Songtian, said, "It is fair to say that the Chinese government has adopted the world's toughest stance of zero tolerance on wildlife protection. Your thoughtfulness towards our animal co-inhabitants will stay in our hearts, China. May your loving efforts help safeguard the precious wildlife in Africa and spread compassion around our shared planet."
Up next on Noteworthy News, indigenous Amazon rainforest community safeguarding their home. It's time for us to thank the moon for lighting up the night sky and for being our constant companion. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more enriching news.
Evolutionary leaders. So they're completely aware and completely compassionate about the human condition. and our existence and our struggle with our minds and also our ignorance, the things we do out of ignorance. To be with the whales is like being with the greatest incarnation of the divine on this planet. They hold the greatest love.
Hi viewers, I'm Santi the Squirrel Monkey, and vegan is the fashion. Always visit the local tourism office whenever you visit a new destination. The friendly staff will be able to tell you what's going on in the area and be able to share local knowledge, which may be helpful. They may even have discount coupons for attractions and restaurants. Love you for being veg and going green to save the planet, thus save the world. Thank you for your attention, and here's the weather around our beautiful globe.
indigenous communities in Ecuador dedicated to safeguarding their native home. After living in the Amazon, guarding their native home. After living in the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador for thousands of years, the indigenous Waorani have an incredible breadth of knowledge of the forest and the healing properties of the various plants and trees. Now they are sharing what they know with the outside world, thanks to an interactive mapping project carried out with the help of United States-based non-governmental organizations, Amazon Frontlines and Digital Democracy. With the surveying conducted by the Waorani communities themselves, the map includes locations of ancestral significance, sacred areas, medicinal plants, and habitats of rare animals. The Waorani explained that conventional maps of their territory erroneously depicted as empty, and they hope that their map will help to protect their forest home from environmental degradation through oil drilling. They have inaugurated a global petition to gain support in preserving the rich biodiversity of their territories. We are deeply touched by your love of your homeland, indigenous Waorani friends, and your dedication to conserving it. May your idyllic Amazon forest home be forever safe in the blessings of the Providence.
Innovators from Australia design automated vertical farming technology. Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, the owners of Vertical Farm Systems in Queensland, Australia, have developed a high-tech system of growing green leafy vegetables and herbs indoors on multiple levels. The automated technology grows plants within a climate cell, where light, water, humidity, and temperature are regulated by a computer. A system with 3 climate cells can produce about 500 kilograms of greens per week, 52 weeks a year. Mr. Thompson stated, "We basically go from seed to harvest of green leafy vegetables, salad greens, herbs inside about a 28-day period. Such a clever invention for growing nutritious greens, and very useful for countries where the natural environments are not suitable for growing vegetables." Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, thank you for your ingenuity. May humanity benefit with an abundance of constructive creations such as yours.
Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. Singaporean energy utilities provider SP Group recently announced plans to construct a total of 500 electric vehicle or EV charging stations at commercial areas, residential centers, shopping malls, and industrial sites by 2020. Of these stations, over 100 of them will be of the fast charging type that will allow an EV to fully charge in 30 minutes. An electricity retailer, Red Dot Power, also plans to collaborate with Finnish company Plug IT to install 50 or more charging stations by 2019. This is fantastic news, Singapore. May more electric vehicles be seen on the road in countries around the world.
Coming up, non-profit in Madagascar promotes leadership skills and self-confidence. We pause now and say a prayer for the compassionate politicians who protect the rights of animals. We'll be right back with more harmonious news here on Supreme Master Television.
Searching in heaven and on earth to discover the immemorial secret of the universe, shuttling through the physical realms to transcend the tight encirclement of reincarnation. Thoroughly tempered by the eons, divine radiance finally breaks through. Surely, liberation in this life is the greatest blessing that can be.
noteworthy news, caring news for a contented world. Madagascar NGO encourages projects by women. The Madagascar non-governmental organization Youth First, founded by Tina Andrea Mahefa Razafinimanana, inaugurated a program in 2011 for young women between the ages of 15 and 24, which focuses on developing leadership skills and self-confidence. The Young Women Leadership Program supports groups of 4 women to develop a project of their choice. At the conclusion of the initiative, 5 winning teams are awarded $500 each to develop their ideas. Funny Design, which uses recycled clothing and plastic bottles to create jewelry and hassocks, is an example of one of the successful projects to emerge from this endeavor. A big high five, Tina Andrea Mahefa Razafinimanana and Young Women Leadership Program for having such a positive impact on young citizens. May every young individual have the opportunity to start a successful venture and inspire others to pursue their dreams.
Young Pitbull saves family from fire. It was a late Sunday night in Stockton, California, United States, when Latana Shai woke up to the sound of unusual barking and door banging by the family's canine companion Sasha, who was in the backyard. As soon as Miss Chai opened the door to let Sasha in, she realized that her neighbor's unoccupied house was on fire and quickly rushed to gather and take her family outside. Surprised to find that the young pit bull had already run to the side of her 7-month-old daughter Masaila, Miss Chai said in an interview with local TV station KCRA3, "I ran into the room and I see Sasha. She has my baby by the diaper, just dragging her off the bed, trying to get her to safety." The family exited the house safely while firefighters soon arrived to put out the fire. "Great job, Sasha. You're a true loyal heroine. Thank you. May you and your human family bond ever closer and live for many more happy and cherished years together."
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Insurance.
You want all your office furniture insured against theft?
Yes, all except the clock. Everybody watches that.
And now we have a heartline from Maggie in Taiwan or Formosa.
在众多的电视台中，最喜欢无上师电视台。观赏时传出满满的和平爱心氛围。每天有来自世界各国不同的主播，听着主播播报时温柔高雅的震动力，真是一种享受。其中特别的是有动物主播的播报，观看着动物主播动物可爱的模样，令人更加喜爱动物。兴起纯素是爱护动物最佳的行动。当然最喜欢的是师傅讲经时间，还有最新帮助人类科技的报道，增加了新知识。谢谢无上师电视台丰富我的生活，每天都好期待观看无上师电视台。来自台湾佛摩沙台南的 Maggie。
Dear Maggie, we appreciate you sharing what you love about Supreme Master Television. The diverse programs aired all have illuminating positive aspects. We are always delighted to learn from the many hotlines that so many people around the world enjoy the shows. Wishing you many hours of blissful viewing in God's love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com.
It's been a pleasure having your company on Noteworthy News.
May divine love fill your heart evermore.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
They live without food, some for 6 months, some for over 50 years. They live on chi, on sunlight, water, or the cosmic energy. Meet the breatharians, pranarians or idiots, solarians and waterians. The list goes on. Please visit for further club list and info.
What do some of the strongest, fastest, and greatest NFL football players have in common? Watch on to find out more. Greetings, devoted football fans. My name is Michael from magnificent Milwaukee. Wisconsin is home to the NFL's famous Green Bay Packers, led by Super Bowl 45 champion Aaron Rodgers, a two-time league most valuable player and plant-based quarterback. The National Football League, NFL, is USA's most popular sport. In this highly competitive and physically demanding game, players are always seeking ways to improve their health and professional performance. One of the ways that have proven to be very effective, to many players' surprise, is a whole foods plant-based diet. Players feel lighter, faster, more durable, have less inflammation, and quicker recovery. Last season's big NFL news came when 11 members of the Tennessee Titans tried the vegan diet, first initiated by defensive team leader Derek Morgan.
We call it plant-based, where you're cutting out basically all meat, all dairy, and we try to take it to the next level with cutting out gluten.
Derek's wife, Charity, decided to support her husband by personally cooking all his plant-based meals for him. Later, more players wanted to eat healthier too. So eventually, Charity became the team's plant-based chef and now has made it her new career. After feeling the benefits of Charity's awesome vegan meal plan, 300-pound lineman and team captain Jarrell Casey said, "I saw how fluid my body was moving around. My body wasn't aching anymore. I knew it was the right decision. My body heals 10 times faster." Last year, at the age of 40, Tom Brady, regarded as one of the top quarterbacks of all time, won the league's Most Valuable Player award. This 5-time Super Bowl champion is proving that a plant-based diet is required to be in absolute top physical condition and a critical component of a long playing career. Together with his wife and supermodel, Gisele Bundchen, they eat dairy-free and mostly vegan, showing that plants are a key ingredient to beauty, strength, and compassion. Many other top NFL quarterbacks are following a more plant-based lifestyle to achieve a longer career at a sustained peak performance. Super Bowl champion quarterback Drew Brees, along with his family, go dairy-free and get in as many fruits and vegetables as possible. Pro Bowl quarterback Kirk Cousins stays away from processed sugar, flour, dairy, caffeine, and alcohol while loading up on organic vegetables and gluten-free grains. In June of 2018, Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Cardale Jones used Twitter to openly ask advice on the plant-based diet. Interestingly, leading American plant-based expert Dr. Neil Bernard reached out, offering to help, showing a wonderful example of real teamwork. Many other players are seeing tremendous upside of veggie protein power, including powerful running backs, fleet-footed receivers, and huge 300-pound linemen, all looking to plants for achieving optimal physical performance.
Nutrition plays a huge part in how quickly you can recover, how hard you can push yourself the next day, back-to-back days. I feel like the vegan diet has helped me tremendously and given me a big edge in that regard.
Eating a more plant-based diet has allowed me to bounce back quicker. It's helped me to stay around the NFL and still play at the high level I play at in a physically demanding position. I attribute everything to my diet.
I actually felt I recovered a lot better when I was vegan. The bumps and bruises went away faster. It was actually a documentary called Forks Over Knives. I got in touch with the doctors on that documentary, and they helped me do some research on how I could do it as a professional athlete.
It changed my game and it changed my body. I had tons of energy. I think it's good to get the message out. Vegetarianism is good for everyone.
Plant-based foods have no cholesterol, so I don't have a cholesterol issue. My blood pressure is good, and the toxicity level in my blood is good. You're able to take more energy from plant-based sources than animal-based sources. The list goes on, and it translates to the field and how I recover.
Me and Demarius Thomas have actually been vegan for about 3 weeks. I've lost 10 pounds. DT has lost some weight. We both feel good, feel fast, feel light. It feels good.
Not only are players feeling the benefits on the field, but in their life as well.
Just going vegan, I fell in love with it. They have vegan hamburgers that taste like hamburgers, you know. So why not go with that instead of putting the meat of an animal inside your body?
I was tired of eating poison and was tired of supporting people that don't support us in a healthy way.
I'm 99% vegan. I'm working on that last 1%. I'm bettering my life. I ain't with animal products anymore.
I've always been kind of leery about processed food, so I've always kind of avoided it. I just drink a lot of protein to get my nutrients.
Once you educate yourself on meat, you have a new mindset. You have a mindset of what you put into your body and what's good for your body.
Plant Strong viewers, time for a quick workout session to keep our energy flowing. We'll hear from amazing NFL running back and vegan Theo Riddick after this brief message.
Organic farming, a sustainable solution. Organic soil management minimizes fossil fuel use, removes atmospheric CO2 emissions from the air. If organic practices were implemented on the planet's 3.5 billion tillable acres, nearly 40% of current CO2 emissions could be absorbed. Source Rodale Institute, USA. Try organic today. Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more information, please visit suprememastertv.com/be-veg.
Welcome back to Plant-Powered Footballers, Winning the Game of Life. Another NFL player who was influenced by the 2017 documentary, What the Health, is talented running back from the Detroit Lions, Theo Riddick. In April of 2018, he gladly accepted an invitation to speak at Michigan Veg Fest and share his plant-based journey.
I think the biggest benefit for me personally was my energy level and also my recovery. I just felt younger. I was rejuvenated in a sense, and it's definitely helped my career.
What was the main catalyst for Theo to undergo this lifestyle change?
I saw the documentary, What the Health, and that kind of broadened my horizon. And what I got from it was, obviously meat is not very beneficial for you. And what they say and advertise is not as helpful as what you think. And again, not to be redundant, but once I started to feel better, I just ran with it. And on top of that, I saw the benefits on the field. I was a little quicker, I was a little faster. There was a little pep in my step. And I also relied back then on coffee to get me going in the morning and things around that nature. My energy level was just so high automatically, so natural, so organic, and I just loved it. And from there, once I saw those benefits, I was like, let's do it, because it's such a small window that I have to take advantage of my career, and I just want to make the best of it for myself and my family.
One of Theo's favorite mottos is, "You are what you eat." So his fridge is packed with an abundance of delicious fruits for his favorite energy booster, protein smoothies. When he started eating fresh, organic whole foods instead of junk foods, his whole state of being changed as well.
I wake up and I'm clear-headed, I'm ready to go. And my recovery is just phenomenal. I used to do a heavy lift and the next day I used to be extremely sore. I no longer have that. Even though I do get 3-hour massages, which contributes to me feeling better, overall, I no longer feel lethargic in any way possible, So the one advice I can say, especially coming from What the Health, again, it takes so long for your body to digest those type of things. If you want to maximize your potential and everything that you're doing, the best way to do it is, to have more of a plant-based, more protein diet than just having fast food. Well, you got to understand it's new, so not everyone is on board with it. Majority of us as athletes are moving towards more plant-based diets. I want them to be the best they can be, on and off the field. Again, we're not just doing this for the sport. You're doing this, for yourself, for a livelihood, so you can live as long as possible and live a healthy life.
We are delighted that so many powerful athletes, such as Mr. Riddick, have opted to be fueled by plants. If NFL players with such physical demands placed on them can thrive on a plant-based diet, then surely everyone can. May more athletes from all sports follow these athletes' shining examples of how to bring their games to a whole new level. May they enjoy the greatest of success both on the field and in life.
Hi, I'm Theo Riddick, and you are watching Supreme Master Television. Be vegan, be green to save the planet.
Confident viewers, thank you for watching Plant-Powered Footballers, Winning the Game of Life, Part 2 of 2. Up next is Angelina Jolie, a compassionate beauty on Supreme Master Television. May inner peace and compassionate living be your guiding light. Bye for now. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/show.
Have you ever thought about being a bird?
Yeah? Of all God's creatures, I am happy that I am a bird.
Everything's fine. When you see these friends having so much fun, you just can't help wishing you were one of them, can you?
Everything's always fine with that bird.
It dawns on me you haven't met the colorful creatures of Paradise Island.
We're all part of each other here.
Outside we'd be like wild birds, having to fend for ourselves. Why didn't I listen?
Prima does mean number one.
I hear that on the outside they actually eat creatures, even birds.
And how would we ever get to sleep without Mom's lullaby?
Hey, we live here too! Me! No! Me too! You mean me too? No!
We mustn't forget the most important person here, Mom.
Birds of Paradise, just winging it. Based on true tales of Supreme Master Qinghai and her feathered family. Birds of a feather, everyone. Get it now on DVD.
Mom has created a paradise no one would dream of leaving.
I concur. This is the best of all possible worlds.
Prima, wouldn't you agree?
With what?
That no one would ever dream of leaving Paradise Island.
Well, if we left, we wouldn't be here. And then we'd miss ourselves.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies and generous earth, all of which house, nourish and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our earth home.
Today เป็นวันที่ดี means today is a good day in Thai. I'm Tiana, enjoys Bangkok. Amazing Thailand would simply love to put our arms around you and say, you're the best company we have on earth. Thank you.
Ողջույններ Հայաստանի խաղաղասեր ժողովրդից means greetings from the peace-loving people of Armenia. I am Margarita from the artistic city of Yerevan. God-worshipping Armenia thanks all the peacemakers, for there can be no end to the benefits derived from peace. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, United Nations entity praises Turkey for supporting refugees. China protects wildlife in Africa. Australian innovators develop vertical farming technology. Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. And young people saves family from fire. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
From July 23 to July 26, catastrophic wildfires engulfed seaside Greek villages near Athens. Fueled by high temperatures and gale force winds, they quickly spread, taking the lives of 92 people, with 25 missing and over 180 injured. Almost 1,000 homes were destroyed. Locals had no time to flee, and many were forced into the sea to survive. The government has evacuated and rescued hundreds and pledged 20 million euros to address the immediate needs of the people. Greece has also received financial and material assistance from around the world. Upon hearing of the tragic fires, Supreme Master Qinghai immediately contributed $30,000 in relief funds and instructed our association members to render aid and bring comfort to those affected. Our relief team from Munich, Germany, arrived on July 29 and joined Greek members of our association.
We quickly bought necessary supplies for the victims of the fire, including vegan food, baby diapers, and cleaning products, and distributed where we could. Many families are taking shelter with other families and in hotels. Our team is in contact with a coordination committee in Marathonas, near one of the worst-hit towns of Mari, and they have given us a list of items needed, especially tools. On July 31st, with the help of kind volunteer drivers, we went to hardware stores and bought shovels, racks, gloves, energized charcoal masks, hoses, rubber buckets to carry debris, and mops. Also, we ordered more tools from one of the hardware stores, which will be delivered to the Center for Fire Victims in Marathonas, where we bought the other tools we purchased to be stored and given out as needed. We talked with 2 young volunteers helping in the fire relief effort.
Χάνεις γνωστούς και σκέφτεσαι ότι αυτούς τους είχα δίπλα μου. Μιλάγαμε και αυτός τώρα ή δεν έχει μάνα, πατέρα ή δεν υπάρχει ο ίδιος ή έχασε σπίτι μόνο, δηλαδή σε κάνει να συνειδητοποιήσεις πόσο ασήμαντα είναι τα υλικά αγαθά και να σκεφτείς πόσο σημασία έχει η φιλία, η οικογένεια, η ανθρωπιά είναι
σε όλη την Ελλάδα
συγκινητική, η υποστήριξη ανθρώπων που δεν έχουν να κάνουν καμία σχέση με την περιοχή, που έρχονται από όλες τις πόλεις της Ελλάδας, που
στέλνουν πράγματα, που δίνουν αίμα
παντού από τον κόσμο, μέχρι και από την Αμερική, μέχρι και από την Ιαπωνία, από το Βιετνάμ, που έρχονται εδώ και βοηθάνε μόνο και μόνο γιατί είμαστε άνθρωποι.
Master shed tears hearing this, seeing that all races are getting closer to each other in spirit every day, and that compassion is awakened more and more within people's hearts. Our deep gratitude to Master for her generous assistance and blessings during this ongoing relief effort. Many thanks to the citizens, volunteers, and all providing care and aid, and much love and prayers for all those who have been affected by the fires. May you have a quick recovery and rebuilding of homes and lives, and may heaven bless you with much comfort and courage.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
Supreme Master Ching Hai wants to convey this message of gratitude to all governments, organizations and relief workers from every corner of the world. Thank you all the international and national help that brings care and necessities to afflicted victims and the needy. Thank you all the relief workers for taking time and forsaking your own comfort, even traveling great distance on unfavorable roads and conditions to bring love and assistance to people in time of need. May heaven bless you abundantly for your generosity and noble sacrifice.
Turkey leads the world in welcoming refugees. Turkey is hosting more refugees than any other country for the fourth consecutive year. According to the European Union, 3.9 million refugees are currently living in Turkey. Earlier this year, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, His Excellency Filippo Grandi, praised Turkey and called for more support from the international community. He said, as a host to more refugees than many of the world's major economies combined, the international community must do its part to support Turkey's continuing generosity. We send our love, caring Turkish leaders and your nation's kind-hearted citizens. You are all truly amazing. May all refugees be blessed with stable homes and a prosperous future in a harmonious world. And may Allah return your generosity multifold.
China strengthens wildlife conservation in Africa. During the 2018 China-Africa Wildlife Conservation Cooperation Conference, in the South African city of Johannesburg, China pledged to increase its efforts in addressing illegal wildlife trade, which threatens many endangered species in the African continent. Highlighting his country's strong policy following a ban on the ivory trade on January 1st, Chinese ambassador to South Africa, His Excellency Lin Songtian, said, "It is fair to say that the Chinese government has adopted the world's toughest stance of zero tolerance on wildlife protection. Your thoughtfulness towards our animal co-inhabitants will stay in our hearts, China. May your loving efforts help safeguard the precious wildlife in Africa and spread compassion around our shared planet."
Up next on Noteworthy News, indigenous Amazon rainforest community safeguarding their home. It's time for us to thank the moon for lighting up the night sky and for being our constant companion. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more enriching news.
What is it about whales that reminds us of ourselves? Why Why do we smile when we see a dolphin? Why do we want to protect them? Is it because they have children, like us? Is it because they live in families, like us? Is it because they are at once powerful, yet gentle? Or is it because deep down we know that if we don't protect them, we can't protect ourselves? Water covers 80% of the Earth's surface, creates most of our oxygen, feeds the clouds so they can rain, and sustains all life on Earth. Unfortunately, today, almost every body of water on Earth is polluted, and every living thing has suffered. But fortunately, each of us has the power to help. We've already saved nearly 500,000 dolphins with laws you helped pass. And the number of lakes and rivers that are now safe enough for children to swim in has doubled. Remember, we have to protect our water and our neighbors that we share it with if we want to protect ourselves.
Hi viewers, I'm Santi the Squirrel Monkey, and vegan is the fashion. Always visit the local tourism office whenever you visit a new destination. The friendly staff will be able to tell you what's going on in the area and be able to share local knowledge, which may be helpful. They may even have discount coupons for attractions and restaurants. Love you for being veg and going green to save the planet, thus save the world. Thank you for your attention, and here's the weather around our beautiful globe.
indigenous communities in Ecuador dedicated to safeguarding their native home. After living in the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador for thousands of years, the indigenous Waorani have an incredible breadth of knowledge of the forest and the healing properties of the various plants and trees. Now they are sharing what they know with the outside world. Thanks to an interactive mapping project carried out with the help of United States-based non-governmental organizations, Amazon Frontlines and Digital Democracy. With the surveying conducted by the Waorani communities themselves, the map includes locations of ancestral significance, sacred areas, medicinal plants, and habitats of rare animals. The Waorani explained that conventional maps of their territory erroneously depicted as empty, and they hope that their map will help to protect their forest home from environmental degradation through oil drilling. They have inaugurated a global petition to gain support in preserving the rich biodiversity of their territories. We are deeply touched by your love of your homeland, indigenous Waorani friends, and your dedication to conserving it. May your idyllic Amazon forest home be forever safe in the blessings of the Providence.
Innovators from Australia design automated vertical farming technology. Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, the owners of Vertical Farm Systems in Queensland, Australia, have developed a high-tech system of growing green leafy vegetables and herbs indoors on multiple levels. The automated technology grows plants within a climate cell, where light, water, humidity, and temperature are regulated by a computer. A system with 3 climate cells can produce about 500 kilograms of greens per week, 52 weeks a year. Mr. Thompson stated, "We basically go from seed to harvest of green leafy vegetables, salad greens, herbs inside about a 28-day period. Such a clever invention for growing nutritious greens, and very useful for countries where the natural environments are not suitable for growing vegetables." Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, thank you for your ingenuity. May humanity benefit with an abundance of constructive creations such as yours.
Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. Singaporean energy utilities provider SP Group recently announced plans to construct a total of 500 electric vehicle or EV charging stations at commercial areas, residential centers, shopping malls, and industrial sites by 2020. Of these stations, over 100 of them will be of the fast charging type that will allow an EV to fully charge in 30 minutes. An electricity retailer, Red Dot Power, also plans to collaborate with Finnish company Plug IT to install 50 or more charging stations by 2019. This is fantastic news, Singapore. May more electric vehicles be seen on the road in countries around the world.
Coming up, non-profit in Madagascar promotes leadership skills and self-confidence. We pause now and say a prayer for the compassionate politicians who protect the rights of animals. We'll be right back with more harmonious news here on Supreme Master Television.
How to veg for starters.
1. Veg before you shop.
2. Go straight to veg section.
3. Get veg recipes.
4. Make new veg friends.
5. Get info about veg benefits.
6. Spread the veg trend. 7. Feel like a saint. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News. caring news for a contented world. Madagascar NGO encourages projects by women. The Madagascar non-governmental organization Youth First, founded by Tina Andrea Mahefa Razafinimanana, inaugurated a program in 2011 for young women between the ages of 15 and 24, which focuses on developing leadership skills and self-confidence. The Young Women Leadership Program supports groups of 4 women to develop a project of their choice. At the conclusion of the initiative, 5 winning teams are awarded $500 each to develop their ideas. Funny Design, which uses recycled clothing and plastic bottles to create jewelry and hassocks, is an example of one of the successful projects to emerge from this endeavor. A big high five, Tina Andrea Mahefa Razafinimanana and Young Women Leadership Program for having such a positive impact on young citizens. May every young individual have the opportunity to start a successful venture and inspire others to pursue their dreams.
Young Pitbull saves family from fire. It was a late Sunday night in Stockton, California, United States, when Latana Shai woke up to the sound of unusual barking and door banging by the family's canine companion Sasha, who was in the backyard. As soon as Miss Chai opened the door to let Sasha in, she realized that her neighbor's unoccupied house was on fire and quickly rushed to gather and take her family outside. Surprised to find that the young pit bull had already run to the side of her 7-month-old daughter Masaila, Miss Chai said in an interview with local TV station KCRA3, "I ran into the room and I see Sasha. She has my baby by the diaper, just dragging her off the bed, trying to get her to safety." The family exited the house safely while firefighters soon arrived to put out the fire. "Great job, Sasha. You're a true loyal heroine. Thank you. May you and your human family bond ever closer and live for many more happy and cherished years together."
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Insurance.
You want all your office furniture insured against theft?
Yes, all except the clock. Everybody watches that.
And now we have a heartline from Maggie in Taiwan or Formosa.
在众多的电视台中，最喜欢无上师电视台，观赏时传出满满的和平爱心氛围。每天有来自世界各国不同的主播，听着主播播报时温柔高雅的震动力，真是一种享受。其中特别的是有动物主播的播报，观看着动物主播动物可爱的模样，令人更加喜爱动物，兴起纯素是爱护动物最佳的行动。当然最喜欢的是师父讲经时间，还有最新帮助人类科技的报道，增加了新知识。谢谢无上师电视台丰富我的生活，每天都好期待观看无上师电视台。来自台湾佛摩沙台南的 Maggie，
Dear Maggie, we appreciate you sharing what you love about Supreme Master Television. The diverse programs aired all have illuminating positive aspects. We are always delighted to learn from the many hotlines that so many people around the world enjoy the shows. Wishing you many hours of blissful viewing in God's love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com.
It's been a pleasure having your company on Noteworthy News.
May divine love fill your heart evermore.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
If the rain comes direct on the top, it just runs through very fast. Because it runs too fast, so it don't sink in. And inside there's so many pockets. This very see-through pocket. Whatever you put in there, you find it easily. And this one, I make sure that we have two sides. So you can protect yourself from cold and the sunshine as well. The luggage you put behind there or here, because it's hang on the tree and on the string. It will not break any of your rod, your structure of your tent. It's very light, it's very small and smart.
Introducing the SM Tent Series, designed for protection with a touch of imagination. The SM Smart Tent. This remarkably innovative tent utilizes an intelligent design that is multifunctional and lightweight. Need a little privacy? No problem. The 32nd tent. The outer layer of this tent is made of a special fabric. It's lined with a silver metallic coating that is heat resistant, waterproof, and fireproof. The personal meditation tent. SM Tent Series. Simply convenient, simply smart. Please visit www.thecelestialshop.com. That's www.thecelestialshop.com.
Between 2001 and 2012, Angelina Jolie went on 40 field missions as a Goodwill ambassador, taking her to 30 nations. Join us for our program, exploring the many ways American actress Angelina Jolie has sought to better our world. Up next.
Today's show will be presented in German with subtitles in Arabic, Araxes, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Thai. Wohlwollende Zuschauer, ich bin Anna aus Stuttgart, Deutschland. Die Menschen in Stuttgart sind dankbar für ihre selbstlose Hilfe für die Bedürftigen. Unsere heutige Show konzentriert sich auf eine Frau, die oft als eine der schönsten Frauen der Welt bezeichnet wird. Und tatsächlich ist sie sowohl innerlich als auch äußerlich wirklich schön. Es ist die weltberühmte amerikanische Schauspielerin, Autorin, Regisseurin und Oscar-Preisträgerin Angelina Jolie. Frau Jolie trat in vielen beachtenswerten Filmen auf, darunter Durchgeknallt, für den sie mit dem Oscar ausgezeichnet wurde, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider und Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Frau Jolie hat auch Drehbücher geschrieben und Regie geführt. Besonders beachtenswert waren die Filme Liebe in Zeiten des Krieges, Unbroken und By the Sea. Sie war viele Jahre lang die bestbezahlte Schauspielerin in Hollywood und ihre Filme haben Hunderte von Millionen US-Dollar eingebracht. Bei so viel Schönheit, Talent und Erfolg wäre niemand überrascht gewesen, wenn sich Frau Jolie für den typischen glamourösen Hollywood-Lebensstil entschieden hätte. Nach den Dreharbeiten zu Tomb Raider in Kambodscha im Jahr 2001 entschied sie sich jedoch, ihrem Leben eine andere Richtung zu geben. In Kambodscha erlebte Frau Jolie zum ersten Mal, wie das Leben für die Menschen ist, die in einer ganz anderen Welt als der ihren leben. Sie war zutiefst betroffen, verarmte Familien und Menschen zu sehen, die sich gerade von dem Konflikt erholten, der sich im Land zugetragen hatte. Ich kam in dieses Land, verliebte mich in seine Menschen und lernte seine Geschichte kennen, sagte sie in einem Interview mit der BBC. Dieses Land war für mich mein Erwachen. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich je so viel zurückgeben könnte, wie dieses Land mir gegeben hat. Durch diese Erfahrung wurde ihr Bewusstsein für die anhaltenden weltweiten humanitären Krisen und das Leid geschärft. Nach ihrer Rückkehr in die Vereinigten Staaten wandte sich Frau Jolie an den Hochkommissar der Vereinten Nationen für Flüchtlinge, UNHCR, eine weltweite Organisation, die sich der Rettung von Leben, dem Schutz der Rechte und dem Aufbau einer besseren Zukunft für Flüchtlinge, gewaltsam vertriebene Gemeinschaften und staatenlose Menschen widmet. Frau Jolie wurde 2001 Sonderbotschafterin der Flüchtlingsorganisation der Vereinten Nationen. Die Sonderbotschafterin Jolie machte sich sofort an die Arbeit und besuchte im selben Jahr viele Flüchtlingslager, unter anderem in Sierra Leone, Tansania, Kambodscha und Pakistan. Frau Jolie bestand darauf, all ihre Reisekosten selbst zu bezahlen und in den gleichen Unterkünften zu wohnen wie die Mitarbeiter des UNHCR. Im selben Jahr spendete sie dem UNHCR 1 Million US-Dollar zur Unterstützung seiner Arbeit mit afghanischen Flüchtlingen, die in Pakistan und im Iran leben. Sie adoptierte auch ihr erstes Kind Maddox während einer Reise nach Kambodscha. Als UN-Sonderbotschafterin unternahm Angelina Jolie zwischen 2001 und 2012 40 Feldmissionen, die sie in 30 Nationen führten. Sie nutzte ihren prominenten Status und ihre Bekanntheit, um auf die Orte aufmerksam zu machen, die der Rest der Welt vergessen hatte. Frau Jolie sagt, Sie hoffe, dass ihre Missionen ein Bewusstsein schaffe für die Not dieser Menschen. Ich denke, statt auf sie herabzusehen, sollte man sie für das würdigen, was sie überlebt haben. Ihre Bemühungen, leidenden Völkern zu helfen und Flüchtlingen eine Stimme zu geben, führten dazu, dass sie im Jahr 2012 zur Sondergesandten des UNHCR ernannt wurde. Diese Position ermöglicht es ihr, den UNHCR auf diplomatischer Ebene zu vertreten und in wichtigen Entscheidungsträgern zu Fragen hinsichtlich der Vertriebenen auf der ganzen Welt zusammenzuarbeiten. Wir machen nun eine kurze Pause. Wenn wir zurückkehren, erfahren wir mehr über Angelina Jolies Entschlossenheit, Flüchtlingen und anderen Bedürftigen zu helfen. Bleiben Sie dran bei Supreme Master Television.
Every action provokes a counter-reaction. So we just have to stop killing. We just have to stop killing animals and men. We have to stop it. And then everything else suddenly will come clear. We will find better technical means to tackle the climate problem. The sunspot might even stop exploding. The ocean explosion might just stop. The typhoon might just stop. The cyclone will be silenced. The earthquake will just be gone. Everything else will turn to peaceful way of life because we create peace. And then we will have peace. Peace not only among humans, but among all co-inhabitants. That's why I keep emphasizing the vegetarian diet. It's the moral code of being a human. It is the mark of a great human.
Willkommen zurück zu unserer Sendung Angelina Jolie, eine mitfühlende Schönheit bei Supreme Master Television. Von Anfang an kam Frau Jolie nicht umhin zu bemerken, welch außerordentliche Arbeit die UNHCR-Mitarbeiter für die Vertriebenen leisten. Dazu gehört der Bau von Lagern, die Bereitstellung von Nahrung und Bildungsmöglichkeiten sowie die Unterstützung bei der Suche nach ihren Familien und die Wiederansiedlung. Ihre vielen Missionen öffneten ihr auch die Augen für das Elend der Flüchtlinge. In ihrem Tagebuch schrieb sie: Ich hatte keine Ahnung, was die Menschen auf der ganzen Welt durchmachen. Es ist schlimmer, als ich es mir vorgestellt hatte. Und ich weiß, dass ich erst angefangen habe, Dinge zu sehen, erst angefangen habe zu verstehen. Im Jahr 2018 besuchte Frau Jolie syrische Flüchtlinge in UNHCR-Lagern in Jordanien. Sie stellte fest, dass die Mehrheit der Bewohner ihr gesamtes erspartes Geld ausgegeben hatte und nichts mehr übrig war, um die grundlegendsten Bedürfnisse zu erfüllen. Sie sagte, es ist herzzerreißend, nach Jordanien zurückzukehren und das Ausmaß der Not und des Traumas unter syrischen Flüchtlingen zu sehen. Sie fuhr fort, im vergangenen Jahr wurde die Unterstützung des UNHCR für die Syrien-Krise nur zu 50% finanziert und im Jahr 2018 sind es bis jetzt nur 7%. Frau Jolie bat die internationale Gemeinschaft, dringend einen Weg zu finden, den Konflikt zu beenden, damit alle vertriebenen Syrer nach Hause zurückkehren können. Sie sagte, es zerstört die Seele eines so gebildeten, tüchtigen Volkes, so abhängig zu sein. Im Juni 2018 besuchte Angelina Jolie die Stadt Mosul im Irak, fast ein Jahr nach ihrer Befreiung. Ihr Besuch fiel zusammen mit Eid el-Fitr, dem muslimischen Feiertag zum Ende des Ramadan. Als sie die Verwüstung und die Angst der Stadtbewohner sah, sagte sie: Sie sind allein hier und haben sehr wenig Unterstützung. Sie forderte die Welt auf, ihnen beim Wiederaufbau ihrer Häuser und ihres Lebens zu helfen. Frau Julie hat auch viel Arbeit zu Hause, da sie Mutter von 6 wunderbaren Kindern ist. Ihr ältester Sohn Maddox wurde aus Kambodscha adoptiert, Tochter Zahara aus Äthiopien und Sohn Pex aus Alab, auch bekannt als Vietnam. Sie hat auch 3 biologische Kinder, die Tochter Shiloh und die Zwillinge Vivian und Knox. Die Geburt ihrer Kinder war eine weitere Möglichkeit, die wohltätige Sache zu unterstützen. Als Shiloh geboren wurde, wetteiferten alle Medien um die Veröffentlichung von Bildern des bereits berühmten Babys. Frau Julie verkaufte die Fotos für über 7 Millionen US-Dollar und spendete den gesamten Erlös an das Kinderhilfswerk der Vereinten Nationen. Als die Zwillinge geboren wurden die Fotos der Babys für 14 Millionen US-Dollar erworben. Die teuersten Babyfotos aller Zeiten. Das Geld wurde an die Julie Pitts Stiftung gespendet. Die Stiftung ist eine Wohltätigkeitsorganisation, die Angelina Jolie zusammen mit Brad Pitt gegründet hat und sich auf die globale Entwicklung, Gesundheit und humanitäre Probleme konzentriert. Die Stiftung hat bereits viele Hilfsorganisationen unterstützt, darunter den UNHCR, SOS Kinderdörfer, Ärzte ohne Grenzen und viele andere mehr. Frau Julie lehrt ihre Kinder auch, einen nützlichen gesellschaftlichen Beitrag zu leisten. Sie sagte der französischen Zeitschrift Elle: Ich versuche, mit gutem Beispiel voranzugehen, dabei auch an andere zu denken, Verantwortung zu übernehmen und ihnen zu helfen, einen umfassenderen Blick auf die Welt zu werfen. Im Rahmen ihrer beeindruckenden Bemühungen, ihren Kindern die Verantwortung für den Dienst am anderen einzuschärfen, hat sie einige ihrer gemeinnützigen Projekte nach ihren Kindern benannt. Die Maddox Julie Pitt Stiftung konzentriert sich auf die Linderung der extremen ländlichen Armut, den Schutz der Umwelt und die Erhaltung der Tierwelt im Nordwesten Kambodschas. Die Julie Pitt Stiftung unterstützt die gemeinnützige Organisation Global Health Children's Center in Äthiopien, einer Klinik zur Behandlung von Kindern mit HIV, AIDS oder Tuberkulose. In Namibia gibt es auch das Shiloh Animal Sanctuary, benannt nach ihrer Tochter Shiloh, in dem Elefanten und Nashörner versorgt werden, die durch Wilderer verletzt oder zu Waisen wurden. Für ihre unermüdliche Arbeit, die Aufmerksamkeit auf Bereiche zu lenken, in denen Konflikt und Kampf herrschen, wurde Frau Julie 2003 die erste Person, die mit dem Preis Citizen of the World der United Nations Correspondence Association ausgezeichnet wurde. Außerdem erhielt sie 2005 den Global Humanitarian Award der United Nations Association of the USA und des Business Council for the United Nations sowie 2007 den Freedom Award des International Rescue Committee. Im Jahr 2005 erhielt sie die kambodschanische Staatsbürgerschaft von Seiner Majestät König Norodom Sihamoni von Kambodscha zu Ehren ihres Engagements für die Erhaltung der Umwelt Kambodschas durch verschiedene Aktivitäten. Im Jahr 2014 wurde sie für ihre vorbildliche humanitäre Arbeit zur Honorary Dame Commander of the Order of St. Michael and St. George ernannt. Ihre königliche Majestät, Königin Elisabeth II., überreichte Angelina Jolie diese angesehene Auszeichnung im Buckingham Palace. Angelina Jolie ist eine außergewöhnliche Frau, der schutzbedürftige Menschen wirklich am Herzen liegen. Wir begrüßen ihre leidenschaftliche Fürsprache und bedeutsame finanzielle Unterstützung für Flüchtlinge und andere, die nicht die Macht haben, sich auf der Weltbühne Gehör zu verschaffen. Weitere Informationen über Angelina Jolies humanitäre Aktivitäten finden Sie unter un-special-envoy-Jolie.html. Großartige Zuschauer, vielen Dank, dass Sie die heutige Sendung gesehen haben. Es folgt durch spirituelles Praktizieren, Mitgefühl und Liebe entwickeln, Teil 2 von 8. Inzwischen Meisterin und Schülern mögen wir alle erkennen, dass wir eins sind mit dem Göttlichen und Liebe aussenden. Magnificent viewers, thank you for joining us today for our program. Up next is Develop Compassion and Love along with Spiritual Practice, Part 2 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples. May we all realize our unity with the Divine and Radiant Love. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
What's a nice boy like you doing, trying to catch me for? You shouldn't eat your animal friends, Sonny. Imagine if I'm gone. Who will take care of my family? My wife and 4 kids.
Don't harm us, we're your friends.
Oh, he's adopted. And you, Sonny, you should adopt a healthier way of living.
Yes, you should.
Look,
Eat it! Change your life. Change your heart. Change your diet. No more killing. Be healthy and loving. Be healthy. Be fit and go green.
now go back home and be good, Sonny.
I felt so good ever since I became vegetarian.
Oh, yeah.
Change your life. Change your heart. Change your diet. No more killing. Be healthy and loving.
For more urgent details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/b-veg.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies and generous earth, all of which house, nourish and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our earth home.
วันนี้เป็นวันที่ดี means today is a good day in Thai. I'm Tayana, enjoys Bangkok. Amazing Thailand would simply love to put our arms around you and say, you're the best company we have on earth. Thank you.
Ողջույններ Հայաստանի խաղաղասեր ժողովրդից means greetings from the peace-loving people of Armenia. I am Margarita from the artistic city of Yerevan. God-worshipping Armenia thanks all the peacemakers, for there can be no end to the benefits derived from peace. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, United Nations entity praises Turkey for supporting refugees. China protects wildlife in Africa. Australian innovators develop vertical farming technology. Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. And young people saves family from fire. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
From July 23 to July 26, catastrophic wildfires engulfed seaside Greek villages near Athens. Fueled by high temperatures and gale force winds, they quickly spread, taking the lives of 92 people, with 25 missing and over 180 injured. Almost 1,000 homes were destroyed. Locals had no time to flee, and many were forced into the sea to survive. The government has evacuated and rescued hundreds and pledged 20 million euros to address the immediate needs of the people. Greece has also received financial and material assistance from around the world. Upon hearing of the tragic fires, Supreme Master Qinghai immediately contributed $30,000 in relief funds and instructed our association members to render aid and bring comfort to those affected. Our relief team from Munich, Germany, arrived on July 29 and joined Greek members of our association.
We quickly bought necessary supplies for the victims of the fire, including vegan food, baby diapers, and cleaning products, and distributed where we could. Many families are taking shelter with other families and in hotels. Our team is in contact with the coordination committee in Marathonas, near one of the worst hit towns of Mari, and they have given us a list of items needed, especially tools. On July 31st, with the help of kind volunteer drivers, we went to hardware stores and bought shovels, racks, gloves, energized charcoal masks, hoses, rubber buckets to carry debris, and mops. Also, we ordered more tools from one of the hardware stores, which will be delivered to the Center for Fire Victims in Marathonas, where we bought the other tools we purchased to be stored and given out as needed. We talked with 2 young volunteers helping in the fire relief effort.
Χάνεις γνωστούς και σκέφτεσαι ότι αυτούς τους είχα δίπλα μου. Μιλάγαμε και αυτός τώρα ή δεν έχει μάνα, πατέρα ή δεν υπάρχει ο ίδιος ή έχασε σπίτι. Μόνο, δηλαδή, σε κάνει να συνειδητοποιήσεις πόσο ασήμαντα είναι τα υλικά αγαθά και να σκεφτείς πόσο σημασία έχει η φιλία, η οικογένεια, η ανθρωπιά. Είναι σε όλη την Ελλάδα συγκινητική η υποστήριξη ανθρώπων που δεν έχουν να κάνουν καμία σχέση με την περιοχή, που έρχονται από όλες τις πόλεις της Ελλάδας, που έρχονται πράγματα, που δίνουν αίμα παντού από τον κόσμο, μέχρι και από την Αμερική, μέχρι και από την Ιαπωνία, από το Βιετνάμ, που έρχονται εδώ και βοηθάνε μόνο και μόνο γιατί είμαστε άνθρωποι.
Master shed tears hearing this, seeing that all races are getting closer to each other in spirit every day, and that compassion is awakened more and more within people's hearts. Our deep gratitude to Master for her generous assistance and blessings during this ongoing relief effort. Many thanks to the citizens, volunteers, and all providing care and aid, and much love and prayers for all those who have been affected by the fires. May you have a quick recovery and rebuilding of homes and lives, and may heaven bless you with much comfort and courage.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
Supreme Master Ching Hai wants to convey this message of gratitude to all governments, organizations and relief workers from every corner of the world. Thank you all the international and national help that brings care and necessities to afflicted victims and the needy. Thank you all the relief workers for taking time and forsaking your own comfort, even traveling great distance on unfavorable roads and conditions to bring love and assistance to people in time of need. May heaven bless you abundantly for your generosity and noble sacrifice.
Turkey leads the world in welcoming refugees. Turkey is hosting more refugees than any other country for the 4th consecutive year. According to the European Union, 3.9 million refugees are currently living in Turkey. Earlier this year, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, His Excellency Filippo Grandi, praised Turkey and called for more support from the international community. He said, as a host to more refugees than many of the world's major economies combined, the international community must do its part to support Turkey's continuing generosity. We send our love, caring Turkish leaders and your nation's kind-hearted citizens. You are all truly amazing. May all refugees be blessed with stable homes and a prosperous future in a harmonious world. And may Allah return your generosity multifold.
China strengthens wildlife conservation in Africa. During the 2018 China-Africa Wildlife Conservation Cooperation Conference, in the South African city of Johannesburg, China pledged to increase its efforts in addressing illegal wildlife trade, which threatens many endangered species in the African continent. Highlighting his country's strong policy following a ban on the ivory trade on January 1st, Chinese ambassador to South Africa, His Excellency Lin Songtian, said, It is fair to say that the Chinese government has adopted the world's toughest stance of zero tolerance on wildlife protection. Your thoughtfulness towards our animal co-inhabitants will stay in our hearts, China. May your loving efforts help safeguard the precious wildlife in Africa and spread compassion around our shared planet.
Up next on Noteworthy News, indigenous Amazon rainforest community safeguarding their home. It's time for us to thank the moon for lighting up the night sky and for being our constant companion. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more enriching news.
That's why you have to keep the 5 precepts. That's why you have to develop compassion, not just power, not just protecting yourselves by the 5 names or your practice, but have to know that there is suffering for others, and you have to always thinking, every time you encounter someone or something, you have to think how to make him better.
Please join us for develop compassion and love along with spiritual practice, Pathway of Egg, on Between Master and Disciples on Sunday, August 5th, 2018. To find out more.
Hi viewers, I'm Santi the Squirrel Monkey, and vegan is the fashion. Always visit the local tourism office whenever you visit a new destination. The friendly staff will be able to tell you what's going on in the area and be able to share local knowledge, which may be helpful. They may even have discount coupons for attractions and restaurants. Love you for being veg and going green to save the planet, thus save the world. Thank you for your attention, and here's the weather around our beautiful globe.
communities in Ecuador dedicated to safeguarding their native home. After living in the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador for thousands of years, the indigenous Waorani have an incredible breadth of knowledge of the forest and the healing properties of the various plants and trees. Now they are sharing what they know with the outside world. Thanks to an interactive mapping project carried out with the help of United States-based non-governmental organizations, Amazon Frontlines and Digital Democracy. With the surveying conducted by the Waorani communities themselves, the map includes locations of ancestral significance, sacred areas, medicinal plants, and habitats of rare animals. The Waorani explained that conventional maps of their territory erroneously depicted as empty, and they hope that their map will help to protect their forest home from environmental degradation through oil drilling. They have inaugurated a global petition to gain support in preserving the rich biodiversity of their territories. We are deeply touched by your love of your homeland, indigenous Waorani friends, and your dedication to conserving it. May your idyllic Amazon forest home be forever safe in the blessings of the Providence.
Innovators from Australia design automated vertical farming technology. Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, the owners of Vertical Farm Systems in Queensland, Australia, have developed a high-tech system of growing green leafy vegetables and herbs indoors on multiple levels. The automated technology grows plants within a climate cell, where light, water, humidity, and temperature are regulated by a computer. A system with 3 climate cells can produce about 500 kilograms of greens per week, 52 weeks a year. Mr. Thompson stated, "We basically go from seed to harvest of green leafy vegetables, salad greens, herbs inside about a 28-day period. Such a clever invention for growing nutritious greens and very useful for countries where the natural environments are not suitable for growing vegetables." Ashley Thompson and John Leslie, thank you for your ingenuity. May humanity benefit with an abundance of constructive creations such as yours.
Singapore plans to install 500 electric vehicle charging stations by 2020. Singaporean energy utilities provider SP Group recently announced plans to construct a total of 500 electric vehicle or EV charging stations at commercial areas, residential centers, shopping malls, and industrial sites by 2020. Of these stations, over 100 of them will be of the fast charging type that will allow an EV to fully charge in 30 minutes. An electricity retailer, Red Dot Power, also plans to collaborate with Finnish company Plug IT to install 50 or more charging stations by 2019. This is fantastic news, Singapore. May more electric vehicles be seen on the road in countries around the world.
Coming up, non-profit in Madagascar promotes leadership skills and self-confidence. We pause now and say a prayer for the compassionate politicians who protect the rights of animals. We'll be right back with more harmonious news here on Supreme Master Television.
Let's go. Pump up, pump less. Come on, you can do better than that. You know you can do better than that. All right, let's go again. Yes! Properly inflated tires can improve your gas mileage enough to earn you a free tank of gas every year. I told you you had it inside you. Answer the call.
This could be good. Hey,
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, caring news for a contented world. Madagascar NGO encourages projects by women. The Madagascar non-governmental organization Youth First, founded by Tina Andrea Mahefa Razafini Manana, inaugurated a program in 2011 for young women between the ages of 15 and 24, which focuses on developing leadership skills and self-confidence. The Young Women Leadership Program supports groups of 4 women to develop a project of their choice. At the conclusion of the initiative, 5 winning teams are awarded $500 each to develop their ideas. Funny Design, which uses recycled clothing and plastic bottles to create jewelry and hussocks, is an example of one of the successful projects to emerge from this endeavor. A big high five Tina Andrea Mahefa, Razafini Manana, and Young Women Leadership Program for having such a positive impact on young citizens. May every young individual have the opportunity to start a successful venture and inspire others to pursue their dreams.
Young pit bull saves family from fire. It was a late Sunday night in Stockton, California, United States, when Latana Shai woke up to the sound of unusual barking and door banging by the family's canine companion Sasha, who was in the backyard. As soon as Miss Chai opened the door to let Sasha in, she realized that her neighbor's unoccupied house was on fire and quickly rushed to gather and take her family outside. Surprised to find that the young pit bull had already run to the side of her 7-month-old daughter Masaila, Miss Chai said in an interview with local TV station KCRA3, "I ran into the room and I see Sasha. She has my baby by the diaper, just dragging her off the bed, trying to get her to safety." The family exited the house safely while firefighters soon arrived to put out the fire. "Great job, Sasha. You're a true loyal heroine. Thank you. May you and your human family bond ever closer and live for many more happy and cherished years together."
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Insurance.
You want all your office furniture insured against theft?
Yes, all except the clock. Everybody watches that.
And now we have a heartline from Maggie in Taiwan or Formosa.
在众多的电视台中，最喜欢无上师电视台。观赏时传出满满的和平爱心氛围。每天有来自世界各国不同的主播，听着主播播报时温柔高雅的震动力，真是一种享受。其中特别的是有动物主播的播报，观看着动物主播动物可爱的模样，令人更加喜爱动物。兴起纯素是爱护动物最佳的行动。当然最喜欢的是师父讲经时间，还有最新帮助人类科技的报道，增加了新知识。谢谢无上师电视台丰富我的生活，每天都好期待观看无上师电视台。来自台湾佛摩沙台南的 Maggie。
Dear Maggie, we appreciate you sharing what you love about Supreme Master Television. The diverse programs aired all have illuminating positive aspects. We are always delighted to learn from the many hotlines that so many people around the world enjoy the shows. Wishing you many hours of blissful viewing in God's love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com.
It's been a pleasure having your company on Noteworthy News.
May divine love fill your heart evermore.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com. www.ccc.org/NWN.
Be veg, go green to save the planet. This is Yogi Cameron for Supreme Master Television.
This is a network that's on its own, and she's grasped the media of our time, and she's putting it forth with great messages of importance. And you can tell that it's real, that it comes from a place of great integrity. It's an extremely mature and visionary one. Hi, this is Patrick Kilpatrick, and you're watching Supreme Master TV. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Hi, you're watching Supreme Master Television, and my name is Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Hi, I'm Kashif. You're watching Supreme Master Television, broadcast around the world. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
And keep up the good work. We love you, and we appreciate what you do for us. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Peyton List. I'm from the movie Remember Me. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Supreme Master Television is incredible. It's warm, it's human, it's loving, and it's vegan. What else can you ask for in life?
Hi, I'm Donna Lewis, and most of you will probably remember my song I Love You Always Forever, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Shannon Keith. I'm the director and producer of the new documentary Skin Trade about the fur industry. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Hi, my name's Brandy Williams, and thank you so much for all that you do, and especially for all that you do for the animals.
Do you love your family? Love animals. They're our family. Thank you.
Learning doesn't mean just to know the words or to listen to it or to memorize, but to assimilate, to digest it, and it become yours, in your system. Then you are convinced about it, about the knowledge that you really understood.
Let us watch on to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitle in Arabic, Ulysses, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Prussian, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. হ্যালো সম্মানিত দর্শক মণ্ডলী, আপনাদের দিন ভালো কাটুক। আমার নাম যুবরাজ, আমি মনোরম বাংলাদেশের কুমিল্লা থেকে বলছি। ভারতীয় উপমহাদেশের উত্তর পূর্ব কোণে মায়ানমার ও ভারতের মাঝখানে বাংলাদেশ অবস্থিত। বাংলাদেশের অধিকাংশ স্থলভূমি গঙ্গা ও ব্রহ্মপুত্র নামক দুটি বড় নদী দ্বারা বদ্বীপের সৃষ্টি হয়েছে। এর কৃষি জমি খুব উর্বর এবং প্রচুর খাড় জমি রয়েছে। এই ভূমিতে প্রথমত বসতি স্থাপন করা হয়েছিল 4000 বছর আগে, অথচ বাংলাদেশকে আধুনিক রাষ্ট্র হিসাবে বিবেচনা করা হয় 1970 সাল থেকে। বাংলাদেশি সংস্কৃতির মধ্যে গান গাওয়া নিয়ে একটি সমৃদ্ধ ঐতিহ্য আছে, সেটা প্রায় একক বাদ্যযন্ত্র দ্বারা নৃত্য ও জনপ্রিয়, যা অনেকগুলো চমৎকার যন্ত্র ও সঙ্গীতের সাথে করা হয়। এর মধ্যে একতারা রয়েছে, যা প্রাচীনতম মনোকার যন্ত্রগুলির মধ্যে অন্যতম, যেখানে সমৃদ্ধ লোকসাহিত্যেরও ইতিহাস আছে, যা 8ম শতাব্দীর আগে থেকে পরিচিত। বাংলাদেশের জনগণ ভদ্র, বন্ধুসুলভ এবং তাদের বিখ্যাত স্বাগত মনোভাব রয়েছে, তাই পর্যটকরা তাদের পছন্দ করে। আমাদের অতি প্রিয় বাংলাদেশ সম্পর্কে আপনাদের সংক্ষিপ্ত পরিচয় করে দিতে পেরে আমরা আনন্দিত। আমরা আল্লাহকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই আপনাদের চারপাশে সবার আত্মার উচ্চ মর্যাদার অর্জনের আপনাদের উত্তম প্রচেষ্টার জন্য। তিন দশক ধরে সুপ্রিম মাস্টার চিনহাই আধ্যাত্মিক শিক্ষা দ্বারা আমাদের বিশ্বকে আলোকিত করেছেন। তিনি সম্পূর্ণরূপে একজন আলোকিত মাস্টার, যারা অবিলম্বে প্রভুর প্রভৃতি আবিষ্কার করতে ইচ্ছুক এবং এক জীবনে যারা পূর্ণ জীবন চক্র থেকে শাসিত মুক্তি পেতে চায়, তাদের জন্য তিনি ধ্যান এর কোয়াইন পদ্ধতি প্রদান করেন। সব আলোকিত মাস্টার ধ্যানের কোয়াইন পদ্ধতি অনুসরণ করেন, যেমন বুদ্ধ, যীশুখ্রিস্ট, নবী মোহাম্মদ সাল্লাল্লাহু আলাইহি সাল্লাম এবং গুরু নানক। তিনি এই ব্যাপারে গুরুত্ব প্রদান করেন যে যদি আমরা সর্বদা প্রভুর কথা স্মরণ করি, নিঃস্বার্থে তাদের সেবা করি এবং পৃথিবীর আইন কানুন মেনে চলি, তাহলে আমরা মানুষ হিসেবে সর্বোচ্চ সম্ভাবনায় পৌঁছাতে পারবো এবং সত্যিকার অর্থে পৃথিবীতে আমাদের উদ্দেশ্য বুঝতে পারবো। সুপ্রিম মাস্টার চিনহাই সমবেদনার এক অসাধারণ জীবন্ত উদাহরণ। শরণার্থী, গৃহহীন, প্রাকৃতিক দুর্যোগ, ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত এবং তার সামগ্রী প্রয়োজন এমন মানুষদের তিনি প্রতিনিয়ত বাঁচার উপকরণ, আর্থিক সহযোগিতা এবং ভরসা প্রদান করে থাকেন। সালে তিনি গসি শান্তি পুরস্কার গ্রহণ করেন, যা পূর্ব অঞ্চলের শান্তি পুরস্কার হিসেবে বিবেচিত করা হয়। অসাধারণ মানব প্রেমিক হিসেবে এবং মানবিক কাজের জন্য তিনি সারা বছর ধরে অন্যান্য অসংখ্য পুরস্কার ও সুনাম অর্জন করেন। আমাদের পশুবান্ধব বন্ধুদের মধ্যে এটি কনিষ্ঠ হলো তিনি শান্তিপূর্ণ এবং প্রেমময় নিরামিষ খাদ্য প্রচারের সাথে সমস্ত জীবনের পবিত্রতার প্রতি মানবতাকে জাগ্রত করে তোলেন। প্রতিটি প্রশান্ত এবং মহিমান্বিত নিরামিষভোজী বিশ্ব সৃষ্টির লক্ষ্যে, যেখানে মানুষ এবং পশু পাখি শান্তিতে বাস করতে পারবে, আর নিরামিষ ভোজনের প্রবণতা ছড়িয়ে দেওয়ার বিভিন্ন ধরনের, যার মধ্যে রয়েছে লিফটেড বন্টন, আন্তর্জাতিকভাবে নিরামিষ রেস্টুরেন্ট স্থাপন, যার নাম লাভিং হার্ট। সুপ্রিম মাস্টার টেলিভিশনের পাশাপাশি তিনি নিয়মিত প্রভাবশালী সরকার এবং মিডিয়ার নেতাদের সাথে কথা বলেন, জলবায়ু পরিবর্তনের ব্যাপারে টেলিভিশন সম্মেলনে অংশগ্রহণ করেন, এই লক্ষ্যে যে আমরা এটা সম্পর্কে সচেতন কিনা। পশুবান্ধব জীবনধারার প্রতিটি বিশ্বব্যাপী সচেতনতা সৃষ্টির লক্ষ্যে এবং কিভাবে এই হিতৈষী উপায়ে আমাদের গ্রহের জাতিগুলোর মধ্যে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী শান্তি আনতে পারে এবং জলবায়ু পরিবর্তন থেকে আমাদের গ্রহকে বাঁচাতে পারে, প্রচেষ্টার এক অসাধারণ প্রভাব রয়েছে। বছরের পর বছর ধরে সুপ্রিম মাস্টার চিনহাই বিশ্বব্যাপী ভ্রমণ করেন, আমেরিকা থেকে আফ্রিকা, ইউরোপ থেকে ওশেনিয়া পর্যন্ত, এবং শত শত জনগণের সাথে কথোপকথন করেন এবং আমাদের শিষ্যদের সাথে বিভিন্ন আধ্যাত্মিক বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা করেন। আজ আমরা এরকম একটি অন্তর্দৃষ্টিপূর্ণ বক্তৃতা উপস্থাপন করতে পেরে ধন্য, যার শিরোনাম হলো আধ্যাত্মিক অনুশীলনের সাথে করুণা এবং ভালোবাসার বিকাশ ঘটাও, 8ম খণ্ডের 2য় অংশ। মাস্টার এবং তার অনুসারীদের মাঝে, ইংরেজিতে 8 এপ্রিল 2012, ফ্রান্স।
Yesterday I had some talk with the Supreme Master television staff, former, and they came here, and we had good time and all that. And one of the girls told me that even she was in one of my lecture before, and she heard me talk, but she didn't remember a word and she didn't understand what I was saying. And now she has more time. She went to New Jersey Center in America and play that tape, Washington, D.C., wherever that was, and have a look at it. And it's all new to us. How come she didn't know this before? How come she didn't hear this before? How come she didn't understand what I was saying before? You see what I mean? Even you, so clean already. Yes? So believing already and working at the Supreme Master Television where every day you are washed with positive power and still didn't understand some of the things that I have said before. And now understand anew. Okay? So I said to her, yes, this is good. Now this knowledge become your knowledge. Before is only secondhand. But now when you realize the meaning of it, you truly understood, then it's your knowledge now. That's what learning means. Learning doesn't mean just to know the words or to listen to it or to memorize, but to assimilate, to digest it and it become yours, in your system. Then you are convinced about it, about the knowledge that you understood, really understood, not intellectually understood, but really understood from the heart level, at least, not from the soul maybe, but from the heart. Then you can be truly convinced from inside out. And then you can convince others. Before you just repeating. Maybe you like what I say, but you don't really understand. Then you repeat it to the other guys, to the outside people, non-initiated people, and then blame them why not listen to you. You don't even understand what you're talking about. How would the guy understand? See what I mean? So we have to walk the talk, That's what it is. We have to really know what we're doing. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. And even we go back to the sin that we ever committed or not committed. Just look around us. Then we know it's a wonder that we survive at all. Yes, not to talk about being a saint or not. Yes, how you struggle from the moment you're born until now just to live. The moment you're born, you don't know. You don't know. Billions of bacteria already waiting to devour your body. Mostly you're protected if you take mother's milk or similar formula, okay? Because of mother's milk has some anti-element stuff. It protects your skin already the moment you're born. Because in the womb, the baby is protected. But when he goes out here, it's a different environment. And so many virus, bacteria, and whatnot, immediately pounds on him and attacked him. So we are protected either by the mother's milk substance also, or the angels, protection angel, our angels. So from moments we're born already. No wonder we cry, Nobody born smiling, Have you been? When you're born, were you smiling, laughing, ha, ha, ha? Anybody ha, ha, while you born? Tell me. No, And listen, even if you don't cry, they spank you, make you cry. I told you the joke, Lighten up a little bit. Yes. The brother go home and don't want to talk to father and, crying all the way. And the father said, why? What did I do? He said, no, you didn't do anything. When my little brother was born, you let those bad doctor beating him and he's crying like that and you doing nothing. You just standing there. You are a bad father, you. Now, we talk about this word again. See, for so much struggle to survive. So if we live until this day already, we should feel that we're lucky and grateful to all heavens for protection and to our merit of luck. It's a wonder that we live every day with so much bacteria and fungus and virus in the air and, the environmental toxin. Understand me? And we still live, so we already lucky. One day we live longer, one day we inch higher, you see, to a higher dimension. So every day we live is a precious day, yes. But we reach this age, we're lucky. Many people can't. Many people don't have this luck or don't have a chance to even come here to sit. Because so much struggle to survive. Even if you can find a job, you have to work hard to keep it. Otherwise, you get fired anytime. My God, get up early in the morning, even rain or shine, cold or hot. In some weather, it's wicked. 40, 50 degrees below zero. And you still have to wake up and drive your frozen car if it drives to wherever it is that needs you. And sit in there or do in there, wherever, for 8 hours. And some people have to fix heater or air condition outside even. And they told me their hands were frozen, could not even move sometimes. In Canada, for example, if you are an electrician or some air conditioner specialist, and for heat in winter below 40 below zero, and you have to go outside or crawl into that frozen attic just to find the problem and fix it. Do you understand me? Now they told me their hands sometimes could not move, and with gloves they cannot work. Sometimes can, but in some delicate screw and area they cannot use the glove, and they're frozen. You understand? Like that. And how we survive. Or in some area it was so hot, that people could not even work all day. And even then, if we are, suppose we found a job, we're lucky, we're successful in some way, then what will happen? The Maya send the ego to come in. Now you take control and make this guy so arrogant. You understand? And then he will make other mistakes. If he's successful in business and becomes somebody, then either he's drained by responsibility and stress, or he became so arrogant that he might ruin his family happiness. Or he might be too concentrate on work and neglect his family, and then his family also became broken. And then what? It doesn't stop there. And the children from broken family, you heard the story very well, right? Became what, right? Addicted or criminal or, running away from school or become whatever. Yes, because of depression. Because they mostly blame themselves for their parents' separation. Most of the kids think it's their fault. And they don't know anything better, they're too young. And they love their parents so much, so they cannot understand. And then society has welcomed another members of unwholesome being. Understand? And it breed another unwholesome corner, unwholesome group together, etc., etc. So there's no end to negative energy that has been born out of this ridiculous system. Success or failure, you lose for sure. You lose all the time. You never win. Huh? And then they send us to hell, Whoever the power that be. So I don't accept it. I say it is not acceptable. That's what I have been negotiating with. Yesterday your brother asked me, okay? And not yesterday, this day. Yesterday is true. But it was already 10 o'clock in the morning. So we stopped there. But still afterward, I entertained the Supreme Master Television group. Yes. We haven't seen them for a long time. They have been doing a good job. Their best. Better have a roof on your head than just live on the street, no? Like some African refugees I told you yesterday. They don't even have any material to cover the twigs that they put together. Like, you see? They put all the twigs, the dry twigs that they collect nearby. But I look around, I don't know where they collect them because where they stay is pure sand desert, nothing there. So they have to go probably far away to fetch water, like 10 kilometers away sometimes, more, just for a jug of water, if they even have a jug to carry. So there's no material. There's hundreds of millions of people come together in one place. Even if you have some garbage there, it will be gone in no time. Understand? So even broken plastic bags they couldn't find. So just one plastic bag here and one little cloth there. How it cover you in such a hot climate like Sudan, for example, and now elsewhere, Like many refugees now have to go to neighboring countries from a conflict reason. There's no end to misery in this world. No end. Every day you watch TV, is there any good news? Rarely. Now and then. Okay, but we have some good news today. Like the UK has been trying to develop some kind of hydrogen energy. Then they can harness into pellet, and then they can use that to drive car instead of petrol. And it's potentially hopeful. It's still in the infancy, but it has future. Okay. And if the whole planet became good, we don't even need petrol. We just blow the steering wheel, then the car just fly. And we don't need a car, we just wear belts like some other planet. There's a button in the middle, push and go anywhere you want. Automatic, no driver license needed. No traffic jam. No pollution. What, love? You pay nothing, of course. It's free energy. Yes. And there will be no poor, no rich. Everybody will enjoy the abundance on this planet, which is plentiful for everyone, actually. If all the people are enlightened, all the governments are enlightened, helping each other, and manage well the wealth of the planet that we have. Understand? And not waste it. Yeah, okay. Just 4 notes and I talk so long. And yesterday after that, I went to see the Supreme Master Television people, Told you already. And it's not much we did. They just eat up my refrigerator and and the store that I haven't touched for I don't know how long. At least ever since I came here, I haven't touched it. There's too many things in there, so everybody was happy, including myself. Because when I see them happy, I'm happy, of course. Yes. And yesterday, one of your sister from Supreme Master Television also asked me, because she's afraid. She's live in Florida Center, and they scare her of the story of crocodile and snakes and all that stuff. Of course, when you live in the countryside or far away from city and where trees and grass grow a lot, then there are bound to be some creature like that. Yes. And she was so scared. She had to go out, open door a little bit. Sometimes she see the water hose outside look like snake, and then she immediately closed the door. Don't go out to group meditation. Next day, open door. Oh, it's only a hose, water hose. And she was scared. I would maybe be scared also if people keep telling me all these horrible tales. Yeah, they have crocodiles and snakes in Florida. You know that, right? Especially in the Everglades. Yes. But in the center we have also, but I haven't seen them. So she asked me how I did it, living in the jungle and in cave and all that. I said, I don't know, I just did. Before I was also afraid, I'm not telling you I wasn't afraid. Younger time, at night they tell you all the story about tigers and ghosts and stuff. When you were young, helpless. And then they put you in a dark room and lock the door. Good night, baby. Sweet dream. And we had nightmare instead. How can you have sweet dream after all these ghosts and demons and tiger and lion story, huh? And locked in, closed in a small little dark room. Oh. So when I was young, I'm embarrassed to tell you, but when I was a little girl, I always loved to sleep under the neon lamp. Just under the lamp, I light anywhere, in the middle of a brightened room. With light and people walking, talking, I don't care how many. I sleep very well right in the middle of it. But whenever, they shove me into a dark room, then I begin to cry. I want to go back out and sleep in the middle of the room again, in the middle of the highway traffic. I don't care where and how many people, as long as people are around and as long as there's a bright light all over, the room is bright, then it's okay. But when I was growing up, and of course I was still scared, Yes. Even after enlightenment, your mind is still scared. It's not like you change it so fast. But then you have to train yourself. Yes, train yourself. Concentrate on what you're doing. You just sit and meditate and recite the 5 names. Don't let any other thoughts come in. So even if the lion, the demon come, you don't even know it. And if you die in that stage, good luck to you. You go to the high heaven when you so concentrate like that. Maybe the snakes and the crocodiles are there just to push you into this concentration. Like the bus driver, remember I told you the story? Yeah. When the bus driver drives the bus, everybody prayed like crazy. But when the priest preach about God, everybody sleeps. Not all preach, but just that one in the joke. There's one priest, he used to preach long time, And then suddenly he realized it, and he said, "Oh my God, what time is it? I forgot my watch. Did I speak too long? I forgot my watch at home." So the congregation said, "But there's a calendar behind you." You understand? How many days already? They were good. They were good. I like that joke very much. I told it all the time. So in case, if I'm like that, please hang a calendar behind. And don't even tell me, just point behind and I understand, because I know the joke. This is a good thing. I like this. Anybody want some? Ginger. Anyone who didn't have? Yesterday you had. Okay, give it to the boys. Yesterday you didn't have, right, boys? Okay, here. Good for the throat, huh? Everybody have a little bit, huh? Maybe just, that's too little, so just lick it and give it to the next person. Otherwise, not enough and everybody envy each other, huh? Jealous what to do. We are funny people. Talk nonsense all the time. I hope your airplane ticket money is worthwhile. So she asked me how not to be afraid of, to be more brave, Just train yourself. Or maybe just wait until you wear out your fear. It will happen. It will happen. When you grow older, you're more sensible. Besides, you have protection, huh? And if the snakes bite you, then you know it's karma. What is there to worry about? And she asked me whether the 5 names, but the 5 names will scare the snakes away, right, Master? I said, I don't know. I never had to try. No, honestly, I don't know. If I have to face with the snakes first, but mostly when the snakes come around, they just sing song to me. Yeah, they open their mouth and sing song and move their body. So cute. I mean, the small one, the babies. The biggest I have seen so far is just about this big. And they're singing song already. So beautiful. Now, my advice to you is recite the 5 names anyway. And even if the snake bites you, at least he's blessed, no? And recite, and even she's also afraid of ghosts. So even if the ghosts go near you or scare you somewhere, at least he's, also benedicted, no? Why always think about yourself? When you recite the 5 names, if the snake bites you, at least your blood is pure at that moment, okay? So you don't poison him. Remember the others, not just yourself. Honestly, I don't know if the animals will be scared of the 5 names or not. Did you ever try? No. Listen, just be loving and connect with the animals. Yes, the way you said it was good. You just tell, okay, snake, don't go near me, don't scare me. I have to go to group meditation, and I will bless you also with my energy. Yeah, it's good. And if he still doesn't listen and bite you, don't be angry at him. Maybe he's deaf. He didn't hear anything you said. Old snake, like old people, deaf sometimes. Or if he happened to bite you, maybe he's blind also. Understand that? He don't see you. That's why long time ago in Sihu, I advise all the people who come to Sihu for meditation, sometimes retreat overnight, have to have a torch with you. We have even solar rechargeable torch, flashlight. Yes. So at least if the snake is blind and didn't see you, at least you see him. You have to see him. You are taller, stronger, and you are more in a position to see him. Yes, he's under there at your heels. His eyes are smaller. He just didn't see anything. So don't go next to his mouth and say, "Here, come." I recite the 5 names. You have to leave. Maybe the snake didn't intend to bite you, so don't tempt him, Don't go too near, because they don't see much. They crawl on the ground. How much can they see? Yeah, your feet and the wood next door look similar, because it's just materials, And if it's the karma, then we cannot avoid. Yes, but always try to bless whatever nearby you. Okay. All right. Please. Any more questions concerning what I have said, or any suggestion, any addition, any advice to me? Please raise hand and talk. Good story, for example. Yeah. Yes, African.
Master, I just want to say thank you for a wonderful retreat. It's been...
You're going home now?
I'll go tomorrow, yes. Heart sore to leave.
Huh?
I'm heart sore to leave. Heart sore?
Oh, you're heart sore.
To leave.
Heart sore? You're heart sore, you?
Actually, I'm ready.
It's an asshole to keep going and come.
I had a good giggle with you, also. When I did the transcription, you were saying, also.
Yes, they say like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
It's been wonderful.
You're very welcome. Again and again. How do they say that in South African language?
We usually say it's a pleasure.
Pleasure?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're welcome as well is okay.
Welcome is okay, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Master.
You're welcome. Welcome. So what are you going to do next?
Well, I'm going to go home and do my best to get proactive on selling my house. Because I really do want to sell the house, Master. It's been on my mind for a long time. I just haven't wanted to deal with the burden of selling it.
But you're a real estate agent. What burden can it be in selling your house? Well, it's nonsense.
The worst house to sell is your own house.
It's not true.
But maybe you've blessed me enough to get over that hurdle.
Never mind. You're not always blessing for any little thing. It's your expertise. You do it yourself.
And maybe you've teased me a lot as well, Master, that I can do it.
Yeah. Why not? Just sell it. Very simple. All you have to do is just put a sign in the front.
Do you want to be my partner, Master? We can do business together.
So easy. Like, take some photo, describe the house, how many bedroom, how many bathroom, what advantage.
Yes.
Print many of them, put in your a little box in front. Anybody go and have a look and go home and say, yeah, this is a house I like.
Yeah.
You know what to do. You don't have to sell it, just let it sell itself.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
For every house sell, there is a buyer, no?
That's very true, Master, yeah.
And very easy, just print it or advertise it on a newspaper or something, a little line, a little photo. Yes, a lot of people like to buy houses. And don't sell it too expensive either, because that would take a long time to sell.
Yes, Master.
If you sell it a little bit under average, a little bit under. And you still will make profit because you will put money in the bank, fixed deposit or something, and then you earn the interest very quick. Better than keeping the house and burdening and paying the tax and mortgage, and you understand?
Yes.
And feeling very heavy because it's not sold. Sell it cheap and earn it back by investment. Not cheap, but cheap as people would buy, Some people, they put it like this. Originally 500,000 and they cross it, and now only 400 something. 499. But that's also attractive, When you put the figure very high and then cross it and say reduce too. People also get hooked. People like to bargain stuff, That's your house. You can say how much you want, You can say 1 million, now it's only 400. Whatever you say, Due to moving circumstances, due to a higher ambition, the house has to be so quick. When some people see that there's a motive behind selling, they think, okay, there must be cheaper house, reasonable price. I'm not a real estate. What am I talking about to the expert like this? Sorry. I'm just making fun of you. You know better. You know how to sell your house. How many houses did you sell up to now?
Well, Master, actually in the last year, I've had a fantastic year, thanks to your grace, really, because I was off for 4 years. Remember, I didn't want to sell real estate anymore, and I was doing another business. I was trading on the stock market.
Yeah?
And so I stopped working altogether for 4 years. And then I started again, and within a period of 4 months, Master, my first client was a 21 million rand property.
Wow.
Yeah. And he phoned me off one of my boards, and he paid cash within 5 days.
Wow.
And I'd just started a new area. So everyone, like normal people in real estate, would know it's impossible to start in a new area, been off for 4 years, nobody knows you in the area, to get a 21 million rand buyer.
Impossible.
Yeah, so I knew it was you, Master, so thank you so much.
I didn't do anything. I'm not real estate. Well, by the way, if you think so, where's my commission? Yeah, let's get real, Not just talking.
Yeah, that's what I think we should.
I want my share. My partner share.
You're a tough.
To sell houses is so tough like that.
And then it just continued, Master.
Yeah, okay. If you like to continue, please continue, okay? And As long as you're good at business, you can always have enough money to come see me again and again.
Yes.
You have to do what you like, okay? You have to do what you love to do. Not imagine what you love to do. Yeah.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. And maybe after a while you save enough money, then you don't have to work anymore.
Yes, Master.
Then you can do what you want, okay? Or go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
That is the thing, né? But don't concentrate too much on boyfriend hunting anymore because
No more coffees.
you have to hunt. You have to hunt money now. If you want to retire quick and early, then you have to concentrate on what you're doing in order to give your best. And then you earn your life. See what I mean? Your freedom. And then you can choose boyfriend after that also. Not that it's bar forever. But if you keep concentrate more on the boys and it's very distracting, and then you cannot think of good strategy to sell. When you're with the client, you're not really all hot there. They don't feel your sincerity. And what you do, the passion behind is very important. Not just tell, okay, this house is very nice. It has 4 bedrooms. 2 baths. And by the way, garage for 4. You buy it or not, I don't care. Do it with your heart, okay? Concentrate in one period of time just to stabilize your life. So you're not bound, and then you can choose. Yeah?
Thank you, Master.
Okay. Everything we do is like that. Have to be like that. Whether study or business. We have to have priority. Understand? You have to lay down priority. Okay, if you want to be happy in your life, you have to prioritize your life. If you really want to be free, then you have to be successful first. Yes? And then, because you want to do other things, you don't want to continue this life working 8 to 5 forever or being bound with business forever, then you have to concentrate on working to free yourself. Yes? But if you just want to be happy, have a marriage partner, then find one and settle with it. Yeah? And then the job is secondary. You have to know what matters to you most. The love or the success of business. The happiness or just ordinary, trying to finance yourself every day. Everything we do, we have to concentrate and give it 100%. Then we're free to move to the next project also, if we want to. And if we find out somehow that this is wrong for us, then we have to move to another area quick and don't linger there. You see what I mean? We have to know, okay, it's okay we make mistake now and then, we try this and that, and it doesn't make us happy. But if you know what makes you happy, if you know what you want, then you have to work toward that goal, everything for that. Not half-half, and then you never get anywhere. Okay? It's difficult, but you can.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master. Thank you very much, really, Master, for everything.
You're welcome. I hope you'll be happy next time I see you.
Yes. I'm happy now.
I mean, more happy.
Thank you.
Let you free, yeah.
সম্মানিত দর্শক মণ্ডলী, আজকের অনুষ্ঠানে আমরা আপনাদেরকে সঙ্গে পেয়ে আনন্দিত। আধ্যাত্মিক অনুশীলনের সাথে করুণা এবং ভালোবাসার বিকাশ ঘটাও অষ্টম খণ্ডের দ্বিতীয়াংশ। মাস্টার এবং তার অনুসারীদের মাঝে আরও ইতিবাচক অনুষ্ঠানের জন্য অনুগ্রহ করে সুপ্রিম মাস্টার টেলিভিশনের সাথে থাকুন। পরবর্তী আকর্ষণ জ্ঞানের শব্দাবলীর উপর পবিত্র কনফিউশিয়ান সাহিত্য সংগ্রহ থেকে অধ্যায় 9, 11 এবং 14, দ্বিতীয় খণ্ডের প্রথম পাঠ। আপনার আধ্যাত্মিক যাত্রা আমাদের জীবনে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী শান্তি ও আনন্দ বয়ে আনুক।
May your spiritual journey bring lasting peace and joy to your life. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/BMD.
We hear about the pigs who know their names, play video games, and adjust the air conditioner on and off to be comfortable. We heard about the chicken that solves math problems, or the sheep who can recognize photos of the faces of 50 fellow sheep. And there are hundreds of studies about the intelligence of fish. They can use tools and have memory over time of at least many months. The intuitive or telepathic ability of animals is also often highly developed, more than many of us.
Following are only some of the evidence that have been observed, which reveals the incredible intelligence of animal co-inhabitants. Humans have yet to completely discover the cleverness and cognitive depth of our smart, furry, finned, and feathered friends. Communicate with each other, navigate by landmark and beacon use, are able to estimate quite precisely numbers of encounters with members of other colonies on their feeding areas.
Bats recognize individual voices and utilize echolocation to navigate. Bees communicate where food is through their dance, can learn to decipher the language of bees on other continents,
and quickly solve complex mathematical equations to determine the most efficient food gathering route among flowers.
Birds' extensive intelligence, developed from adaptive brain power, enabled them to avoid extinction 65 million years ago. Bonobos can learn sign language to communicate with humans and invent new combinations of symbols to express thoughts.
Cats have a good memory, which aids them in their learning processes and exhibit qualities of intelligence, such as curiosity, creative problem solving, and communication.
Chickens have a complex social organization where they can remember more than 100 other chickens, communicate through over 30 types of vocalizations, demonstrate self-control, pass along cultural knowledge from one generation to the next, understand cause and effect relationships, can solve math problems, and are able to be effective therapy animals.
Chimpanzees use a variety of tools, can communicate by sign language, and have outperformed human college students in tasks requiring remembering numbers. Corvids, which include birds such as crows and ravens, have demonstrated hallmarks of higher intelligence in common with humans, such as tool use, communicating through different dialects among kin, sophisticated social behavior, and tactical behavior.
Cows are excellent at remembering things, have social relationships, are emotionally complex, understand cause and effect relationships, and can figure out solutions to problems. Crabs have remarkable aptitude to memorize visual features, learn from their mistakes, adapt to different stimuli in their environment based on past experiences, look out for one another and do not fight their neighbors, react to acoustic stimuli, communicate through sound vibrations, and provide care and ensure a clean environment for their young.
Dogs have applied their superior senses to give warnings of life-endangering situations in humans, such as heart attacks, low insulin levels, and seizures, can learn to be guides for the visually impaired, possess good memories, can serve as therapy animals, and are trained as search and rescue members.
Dolphins have passed self-recognition tests, possess special sensory skills such as echolocation, understand symbol-based language, think about the future, learn new behaviors that they pass on to fellow dolphins, animals and have recognized when humans are in danger and provided protection from predators or guided them toward the shore.
Earthworms can make decisions on the kinds of leafy matter they use to block their tunnels.
Elephants can perform simple arithmetic and have passed self-recognition tests.
Fish can communicate with one another, use tools, and have shown to have a good long-term memory.
Frogs, such as the male gray tree frogs, when singing in a chorus, adjust their croak to stand out and get the attention of a female.
Giraffes communicate with each other at an infrasonic level that humans cannot hear.
Goats have a natural curiosity and intelligence, are willing to explore new surroundings, can learn new tasks, are capable of easily escaping from enclosures, and will not consume soiled food or contaminated water.
Gorillas use similar body language as humans to communicate with each other and can learn sign language to speak with humans.
Horses can count, perform cognitive tasks, have good spatial recognition, excel at simple learning, and are able to solve advanced mental challenges.
Insects communicate not only between species, but with subterranean and land animals, and use plants like a telephone line to exchange information.
Jaybirds use memories of past experiences to plan ahead, can remember thousands of food caches, and remember how long they have stored a particular food and will retrieve it before it spoils.
Koalas communicate through calls to attract mates or to warn of danger.
Llamas are sensitive and intelligent animals that are effective therapy assistants to humans.
Lobsters, like dolphins and many other animals, use complicated signals to explore their surroundings and establish social relationships, can detect slight changes of only a degree or two in water temperature, and communicate through pheromones.
Mice are socially complex animals with the capability to learn and solve problems.
Monkeys have a culture and social system of passing information from one generation to the next that teaches the young to find food, recognise relatives and use tools, self-medicate using beneficial plants, possess sophisticated forms of communication that involve visual cues, auditory calls and olfactory signals, and have learnt tasks to assist human quadriplegics with daily living.
Mynas are known as the best mimics of human speech and other sounds, with some being able to learn a new word every couple of days.
Nightingales have complex songs to communicate and adjust their calls according to the ambient noise level.
Octopuses construct their own shelters from coconut shells, demonstrating tool use in an invertebrate animal.
Parrots can associate human words with their meanings, learn to mimic a large vocabulary of human language, dance to music and change their rhythm based on the musical beat, excel at cognitive tasks, and can apply abstract concepts such as shape, colour, number, etc. Pigeons can learn complex actions and response sequences, recognise other individual pigeons, have passed the self-awareness test, remember routes home from long distances, aid in life jacket detection for sea rescues, saved countless human lives in times of conflict, are able to detect earthquakes and electrical storms through sound, can remember hundreds of images for several years, and can recognise paintings by different artists on par with college students.
Pigs are highly intelligent with a good memory, have a complex social structure, are capable of abstract representation, possess a higher cognitive ability than a 3-year-old child, and learn new things quickly, including learning their names, playing video games, and adjusting the air conditioner on and off to be comfortable. Queen bees effectively communicate with the bee colony through vibratory signals called piping.
Rabbits have a complex social structure, can learn to use a litter box and come when called, and have recognised danger and alerted their human companions.
Rats have the ability to represent a spatial pattern in mazes and can be trained to safely detect landmines.
Seals, like humans, use the position of stars at night to navigate their way in open water.
Sheep can recognize the faces of fellow sheep and humans, perceive high-frequency sounds that cannot be heard by humans, have excellent spatial memory, and have learned to outsmart barriers to get to a better food source.
Shrimp communicate via visual and chemical signals.
Squirrels and other scatter-hoarder animals can remember the locations of thousands of food caches, often following major physical changes in their environment.
Toads can detect very low-frequency radio sounding to predict earthquakes.
Turkeys have distinct personalities, are keenly aware of their surroundings to blend in and escape danger, are highly social animals, and can recognize familiar human faces.
Turtles can spot a lake or pond a mile in the distance, are adept at learning mazes, enjoy forms of entertainment and fun, communicate subsonically, have existed in habitats where little else can survive for over 230 million years, can recognise human companions, and females accurately return to the same beach where they were born to lay eggs during breeding season.
Umbrella cockatoos are highly intelligent and affectionate, can imitate human speech, have a social nature, and can learn to perform simple tasks.
Vultures have shown high intelligence, accepting help from humans even in a stressful situation, and use hisses to communicate their pleasure or displeasure.
Whales are able to identify different fellow cetacean calls through the ocean waters and politely wait for their turn to speak, can communicate using whale songs, clicks, and echolocation, are known to teach, learn, collaborate, plan, and mourn, have aided humans and ships in distress to safety.
Xenops communicate with each other through their complex bird calls and songs.
Yaks apply teamwork to protect themselves from temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees Celsius by huddling up together at night, with the calves in the center.
Zebra finches dream when they are asleep, with brain activity that mirrors that which occurs during birdsong, have special brain cells that are necessary for original songs, and their developmental stages to find their voice as chicks are similar to that of human babies, adjust their singing depending on their audience, and recognise one another by their particular songs.
For more information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/constructive scrolls.